Yeah.
Like, I forget, oh my god, what was it? This game, so Alpha Sapphire, right? Like, I was talking about it literally before with Alex, and I was like, yeah, I've been streaming, like, Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and I'm like, it's not exactly a new game, considering it's came out, oh, I don't know, like, in 2014 or something, and I'm just like, God, that's so many years ago at this point. So, yeah. I'll switch to in-game. Boop. I have to make sure my setup works and looks all pretty. So, come on. My thing's open. Yeah, there you are. Beautiful. How do you like my setup? Can you not? What happened? Where's my sound with Avi? You can't hear me. Can you hear me on Twitch? Oh, what the fuck? Avi, you dropped the call. You're not in the call anymore. Join the call. Yeah, that's why you couldn't hear me.
That's weird. No.
Did you open Twitch on your iPad? While on your iPad talking to me?
I opened it on my computer.
Oh, weird. I don't know why that happened. But yeah.
I did have to refresh on the computer, so I was like, maybe something's weird with the Wi-Fi?
Maybe. I hope not, because I wanted to, like, chat with you. So.
Adam, get off the fucking Xbox.
Your brother is constantly on the Xbox, though. That's not, like, a shock to anybody.
That's true. Although, lately, I don't know what's happening, really. I want to say maybe he's getting a little depressed or something.
A little depressed,
but
right?
I don't want to jump the boat. Is that the right phrase?
I don't want to rock the boat, you mean? I assume what you're talking about?
Jump ship? No, that's not right either. I don't know why suddenly I can't think of idioms. There it is!
So yeah. So my Nuzlocke is over. I don't remember if I told you that.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Blackout died?
Yeah, Blackout died. So my Nuzlocke is over. So now it's just me playing Pokemon. And I did tell Foxy that I would attempt Petalburg, like, without leveling anybody to see how it goes. I should also really quick just see what fucking Pokemon I have right now. Does anybody have fighting type moves? No. Fuck. Okay. Well, we're just gonna see how this goes really quick.
What is this, the bathroom?
The bathroom? Nah, it's Petalburg's gym. Come here. Accuracy.
I have no idea.
Why not? I haven't done this version, so I don't know how much they changed it, if at all. So.
Ah.
But yeah. So.
This is a gender-neutral bathroom. They all lead to one anyway.
That's true. Gender-neutral bathroom. I'm trying to think of what I was watching recently. Oh, I was watching... So, you remember how Animaniacs came out?
The hell is Animaniacs?
Shit, right, okay. So, do you remember the cartoon with, like, the dog-looking characters that lived in the WB Tower, and, like, there was one song that everybody knows? Yeah. They were like, United States, Canada, whatever, like that song.
Give me a second. I forgot I needed to lower the Twitch itself. Okay, sorry, repeat that.
So there's a very famous song that everybody knows, even if they haven't seen Animaniacs, and it's like, United States, Canada, and it just, like, lists all the states like that, or all the countries like that.
I know that. That's how.
Yeah, so that's Animaniacs.
Yeah. Animaniacs. And
yeah.
Maybe it was
Animaniacs was Animaniacs was in the 90s, but so Animaniacs got a reboot, and I watched, like, the first 3 episodes so far, and, like, it was honestly crazy. I was like, this is so fucking bizarre, because they updated everything, right? And everything's also, like, updated, like, theme song-wise. And they include, like, I think they include, they said, like, gender-neutral pronouns or something like that in the theme song. And I'm like, what? Like, this is new.
It's 2020, baby. I don't know when it came out.
Yeah,
Did it come
it
out
was.
2020?
It came out 2020. Good call.
It's the year of our Lord, 2020.
Yeah,
God is
they
a woman.
commented. They commented in the thing like, "Wait, how are we going to be relevant if the writers are writing this in 2018?" They're like, "They're going to have to guess." It's like, oh god. So, you know, that's fun. Fuck.
Huh. My Wi-Fi keeps going in and out or
Bitch!
something. I'm
How
sorry.
fucking dare— not you.
Oh.
The Linoon stole my, like, belt.
Oh. How fucking dare it?
How fucking dare it? Yeah, how fucking dare it?
I was like, hey Ma, I kind of want to go try a Big Mac. And then I like looked at the ingredients and I was like, I don't know if I want to try that.
Big Macs aren't that great.
It's like one of the more popular things other than fries, and it's like the fries are so hit and miss. Hit or miss.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to my English?
I think it depends on, like, the fast food place, too. Because, like...
especially their sweet tea.
Lava plume. Ooh. Because, like, it depends on not only the chain, but it also depends on, what does lava plume do, actually? Ooh, that seems nice. Get rid of focus energy. Whatchamacallit? It's not only, like, the chain, but it also depends on the specific, like, restaurant itself. Because a lot of them are kind of shit sometimes.
Yeah. I cannot believe that the best freaking sweet tea I've ever had from a McDonald's was from that little town McDonald's near where I worked.
Really?
It's like we're as far as we can be from Texas, from the South. And they make better sweet tea than any of the McDonald's around here. And I'm like...
one hit KO room. Oh dear.
And it's like, how do you disservice your southern countrymen? I don't know how to call the southern people.
Your southerners?
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's happening with brain.
You're having a bit of an issue today?
A bit. Oh, it's that overgrown bear thing with
Have you never
too many
seen
fingers.
Zangers? 3 guesses as to what happened. The first 2 don't count. Twitch didn't notify you that I went live. But also, for you, Foxy, I'm attempting the Petalburg Gym. So, you know.
Oh,
Right,
right
as I said it. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Foxy. Every
What
fucking
happened?
time. Twitch never notifies Foxy on time of when I go live. So it always takes a hot minute.
I mean, I didn't get a notification, but that's because I had Twitch open, but usually even then it tells like my iPad.
Yeah. It depends. Like sometimes you're on mobile? Okay. Sometimes it like notifies me, sometimes it doesn't. So it really is hit or miss as to whether or not I'll actually get notified.
You know who will, like, Twitch will always notify me when Moist Critical is on. No one else.
Really? The only people I ever get notified of right when they go live is I get notified for Mooney and I get notified for Bear, and that's it. Like anybody else, it's good fucking luck if I get notified within 10 minutes to like an hour and a half. Like it once notified me 2 hours late that Mr. Gaboobly went live, and I was like, what the fuck? So,
like, and the thing is, I've never actually gone into Moist to any of Charlie's streams.
Yeah.
Moist Critical, yeah. So so it's like, why? I don't even know why I subscribed to him.
Avi, you just cut out. And I don't think it's me. I think it's Avi got... Yep. Give them a minute. So... Join call. Yeah. Hello there. Welcome back.
I think I just need to keep my iPad on the whole time or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Once it
Thanks,
kind of goes to
Rendezvous.
like,
I will drink some water. How you doing? Ah, my fucking water. God damn it.
rendezvous.
I spilled water on my lap. God damn it.
Well, it'll dry.
Oh.
Thanks for.
I
Oh
know,
wait,
it's just annoying.
no. Sure.
So, at least it wasn't my, like, cider. That would have actually sucked.
Yeah, precious cider.
By the way, has Avi been updated on the situation? That I lost the Nuzlocke? Yeah. Ryan teased me for not being good at Pokemon. I'm like, listen, okay? I never claimed to be good at Pokemon. I am just here for a fun time, honestly. And here to relive a bit of my childhood. And also, I do not remember Norman being this, like, the rest of his gym being this easy. Like, I say this, granted I haven't fought all of the Slacking yet, but still. Oh no, it's the Nuzlocke. Chilling with Sparky a bit longer before it's his bedtime. Nice. Even with my help, you can't beat RNG. Yeah. So, the thing is I made one rule with my Nuzlocke, and that was, I will continue it so long as I don't lose Blackout. And I lost Blackout. So, it became a normal Pokemon game now. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get Pokemon I like now.
So the first time that I cut out, I was trying to ask you, how did you lose Blackout?
Oh, so I lost basically on a high roll of hang on, Vigoroth. Yes, switch.
Like slap or something?
No, I lost on a high roll of an attack from Archie, the Team Aqua boss. So, like, it looked like I should have been fine, and I was well over half health. Like, I lost maybe 10, and that's it, of my health. And I got hit by a high roll, and I wanted to switch out, but I wasn't able to switch out in time. And I got hit for, like, a secondary, effect. How's it going? It's going good, Rose. I'm currently in the Petalburg gym doing a thing. So, I'm kind of over-leveled. So, it seems to be going all right.
I just need to keep my iPad on. I don't know how to do that.
Also, Avi's here.
Hello! I'm still invisible.
Yeah, but that's because you didn't want your face shown, because it's like 11 o'clock for you.
Oh my god. I was actually like, today I'm gonna show my face, but then I took a shower. I lost so much hair. And I just keep getting more and more conscious of the fact that, like, I'm losing so much hair.
Am I allowed to talk about that, or would you rather, like, not say anything about that?
I mean, I still don't know exactly, so I don't know if it's, like, for life, or maybe I'll just be for a couple years. But right now, I have to get off of basically the hair vitamin, because that could fuck up with the labs, which
Gotcha.
I have labs on Monday, and apparently I have health insurance until the 14th, so I'm like,
okay.
I'm trying to milk it as much as I fucking can. To BF, the remakes are easier for the newest patch of trainer, and they're returning after not one more save. Poops.
That's fair.
Cat, you're shedding. I had to get a haircut today.
Yeah.
I do need to get some
I was
trimming.
gonna say, Avi recently discovered they have hyperthyroidism, so it is likely attributed to that as to why they're losing hair, which is not a fun time. Also, I beat Petalburg Gym without actually losing a Pokemon. And I am confused.
Please say my Nuzlocke. I cannot find how to keep you on.
Avi,
Control select?
Yusuke's evolving.
Yeah. Yusuke. Why'd you name it Yusuke?
Because it's a male, so I'm gonna evolve it into Gallade instead of Gardevoir.
Spirit gun.
Oh, and I paid for that for Snell to watch an episode. How was it? It was interesting. So Odd Taxi is very bizarre. Like, it's sort of, I like it, but also I don't. I feel like if I Like, I feel like if I would have watched more than just an episode, maybe I would enjoy it as a full series. But as it was, I wasn't, like, super engaged with it on the first episode. So. But thank you for the recommendation, Rose.
I cannot find it to keep this thing on.
I don't know. Are you on, like, are you on voice call on your iPad? I'll go to bed by midnight, thank you, Foxy. Realistically, that was probably going to happen anyway, just because Avi's on call today and because it's a Pokemon day. So,
Yeah,
I appreciate you taking care of me, Foxy. My dad's I'm happy but sad you beat me as a 10-year-old when this is my day job.
Oh, that's Dad. That's Bubby.
Yeah.
I
didn't expect to beat him first try. Oh, look, it's Wally. Wally. Is it Wally? I think it's Wally. Yeah. Okay. But yeah.
Yo, is it okay if we talk real quick about fan fictions?
No, fucking feel free, man. I don't care.
Oh, I was about to say no. Like, that was such an aggressive no. I was like, oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. I talk about it a lot, honestly, on my streams by this point. So the only thing I've yet to say is my actual, like, AO3 account. I've alluded to writing stuff before, and also I'm drinking, so I'm a little, more okay with things that would normally embarrass the fuck out of me. So feel free.
Okay. So I'll be honest. So, like, I know there's, like, good Pokemon fanfics, and, like, you've recommended me some, and I've read some. But I'll be honest, like, it doesn't, like, it's not
going right for the throat of embarrassment. It's okay. You were saying.
But, like, it's not born out of me till, it's, how do I say this? Like, Dragon Ball Z, I grew up with.
Okay.
And Pokemon, I grew up with. And I find it really hard to go back and read, like, fan fiction of both of those series.
Fair. The thing is I really only can do it under specific circumstances. So, like, the two that I recommended, one of them is, like, a fucked up time travel thing. And it's, like, Ash has, like, you know, he has, like, PTSD and shit.
Yeah.
And it's, like, he legitimately experiences these things. And it focuses on, like, the relationship between him and his Pokemon and, like, his parents and Kukui as, like, a pseudo-dad. Like, it's really interesting and kind of heartwarming, but also, like, kind of upsetting. And the other one is also Alola, because I just really like Alola. But it's, like, world building. So I can't really read anything shipping-wise with anything like that I grew up with, you know?
Yeah, so whenever it gets, like, remotely sexual, I, like, completely shut down. I was like, no. If it's, like, fluffy stuff, like, oh, maybe Ash and Misty hold hands, I'm like, that's fine. But, like, anything beyond that actually, like, evokes such a strong response in me, and I was like, I can't fucking do it.
Yeah, I get that.
And then, like, I was like, well, I haven't been in the DBZ fandom for, like, ages. That made Ash's father Rusty. What the hell does that mean?
Who did they make Ash's dad?
It says Rusty. Who's Rusty? I'm like, what?
Okay, so should I forget? Yeah, I'm probably gonna forget Bubble Beam. Who am I kidding?
Bubble Beam.
Goodbye, Bubble Beam. And hello, Surf.
There was a Chi-Chi and Goku. Fanfic.
Okay, so first off, I can't get behind their marriage anyway because I just hate Goku as a person. It's like Pokemon Rust version, a very, very adult Pokemon animation series. Was that the college humor one? Or no? Because I vaguely remember that being a thing.
I do not ever remember that. I don't think I want to. What's up with the glory?
Okay, it is the college humor one. It was like just a very fucked up one, where it was like, it was more about, people like dying and like, it was really bizarre, honestly. Like, I don't remember all of it, but it was like a fucked up Bidoof, I believe. Oh shit,
So-
Black Cat's still asleep. Hang on. Whoops.
News.
I should probably go visit a Pokemon Center. It was hysterical with some things. I haven't seen it in years, honestly. It was like a golden Bidoof that turned into a god, but he also, like, brutally and brutally, like, eviscerated his enemy Pokemon, and it was very gory. It was bizarre. It was very college humor is probably the best way I could phrase that.
I never really followed that much college humor. The only thing I can think of that I like remember following is the Google Man dude.
Oh god, I loved that. If Google were a guy.
Yeah,
that was
but that's really
some
about
quality fucking skits right there. No, I didn't want to talk to you again.
And then
So,
like
yeah.
very rare skits other than the Google Man, but otherwise I didn't really follow them.
Okay.
I do remember there was these two fanfics. So one of them was kind of sexual with like Chi-Chi and Goku, and I was like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Because I remember as a kid I did like Chi-Chi because she was like kind of like strong woman, and she's like, yeah.
She
fucking
very much
fighter, and
knew
I-
what she wanted, and she was like, I want Goku, you're gonna be my husband. And the Goku was
But-
like, you know what, fuck it, that's fine. I want a kid. But I also just want to fight strong people.
But then like when she's older, she's no longer in the picture really. She's just there to like make babies and occasionally
Yeah.
cry about Goku being dead, and then she's like, he'll be back.
Occasionally
And I'm
cry
just
about Goku being dead. After a while, they all just kind of get used to it, and they're like, oh yeah, Goku,
Yeah,
he'll
like
come
the
back
first
to life.
2 times or something, and then she's just like, he'll be back.
It's like that one episode of Supernatural where they're just like, today is Tuesday, but yesterday was Tuesday too, and it's just like Dean dies randomly in the shower, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
They're like, he'll be back, it's fine. It's fine.
I will always also remember that like, what is like gonorrhea like commercial or some shit that Sam had to do.
Also, speaking of canon, did Chi-Chi cheat on Goku with Vegeta? Because it's canon that Goku does not know what sex is. That is a... No, wasn't it kissing? He didn't know what kissing was, not sex. Like, I think he knew what sex was, but I don't think he knew what kissing was. Zenheba does 80.
I honestly can't recall. It's been
Biosynthesis.
like a decade.
Kissing or
at
sex,
least.
not entirely sure. I think it's
Yeah.
kissing. And it, because Vegeta's just like, wait, you don't know what, you have children! And then it was just like the most awkward thing and they move on. And it was honestly one of the best things about it.
Vegeta's good dad.
Vegeta is the best dad. He's a bad Saiyan. But because he's a bad Saiyan, that makes him a really good dad. Because he actually cares about his fucking kids.
But who the fuck told him that mustache was have any real estate on his face? Absolutely not. That's like papi territorio, and I was not ready for that.
Wasn't there like a clip of him like commenting, like trying to point out that he fucking shaved, and he was just like, Bulma was just like, he thinks he should deserve a prize because he shaved. Okay, true. Piccolo is best dad. You're not wrong about that.
Pickle daddy.
Vegeta is
always.
the best Saiyan dad because all other Saiyans are fucking shit.
I mean, if we're gonna compare between Goku and Vegeta, as most people typically do, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Vegeta. If overall, I'm gonna go with Pickle Daddy. Absolutely.
Daddy.
I
appreciate
always
you.
end up for my Pickle Daddy. Ooh.
Steven Stone, what the fuck are you doing here? I actually don't remember what the fuck he's doing here.
He's just wandering around,
Pickle
my guy.
Dad.
Are you high? Pickle Dad. Yep. I've been calling him Pickle Dad as far back as I can remember.
Yeah, you really have.
Because I remember calling him that back in like a forum in high school. And everyone was like, yeah.
What the fuck is that?
And I was like, He's like-
Latios. Excuse the fuck out of you. Since when do you... What? Didn't you not appear till the end of the game?
I love how
Weren't you
he
like
like,
endgame?
I love how
I'm
he was
so
still
confused.
for one frame and then pop down like Samurai T pose.
Yeah, they show up early.
Or at-
They show up really fucking early. What the fuck?
Why do we look like fucking Godzilla next to Latios.
I'm amazed we both fit on Latios, considering our models. I look like I'm about to
Look
fucking fall
shocking.
off.
Yeah.
So this is what I meant by you have a guaranteed legendary, by the way? Oh, really? Okay, interesting.
Okay, so there was that.
Is this the one
Oh dear.
with the three?
Oh no.
You okay? You gonna vomit?
Yeah, I
Please
was
don't
just
vomit.
burping.
Yeah,
I
you
was
can
just
fight and capture him. Huh. Interesting. I was gonna say, this isn't the one with Mesprit, Uixie, and Azelf, is it? Or is that X and Y? I can't...
I have
I'm
no
like,
idea.
all the things are blending together a little bit.
Let's go catch our jetbird fish thing.
A jetbird fish? No, that's Pearl, Diamond, Platinum. Thank you. Okay. Because the ones that I have the most memories of, but they're all like combined and smushed together now, is Sapphire, or Sapphire, Emerald, and Platinum. I have the strongest memories of, but I don't always remember, like, barring, of course, Sun and Moon. Though the remakes do have those three in here post-game? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Oh, do I get Latios, not Latios? Team Aqua, what the fuck are you doing here?
I love his walk cycle though. 10 out of 10. Really gives me big chump energy.
Oh yeah, did chat tell you what I had to name Machop? Chad.
Machop. Ah. That's a clap, by the way. And no, I wasn't gonna vomit, but it's been hurting lately to burp. I don't know why. I feel like very like, almost like I'm choking for a hot minute, and I'm just like,
Well, that's not good.
oh. Yeah. It's pretty hard right now to like swallow pills, and it's like I need that to like, you know, not die.
Yeah. Well, I know it's great.
Oh.
Since I don't care about the partner Pokemon I'm with, I can just use Discharge and not care that it's gonna hit Metang too.
Oh.
Because it's gonna do more damage to the opposing team.
Metang. Damn.
It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Oh wait,
He's there to help, but like, it's his fault for getting too close to the
Stoner.
Electro Pokemon. Yeah, it's Steven Stone's Pokemon.
Okay.
If it was mine, it'd unfortunately be Lo-Fi, and Lo-Fi would get hurt real bad.
Yeah, it's Gris.
Well, because water.
I always confuse grass and water type for whatever reason. If they're not blue,
Well, I mean, he's both. He'd get hurt because of the water. He'd be okay potentially because of the grass.
See, I don't play enough Pokemon. I never got
That's
into
okay.
it, which is oof. But who
I
the
still
fuck is
say you should
Pokemon?
play Sun and Moon. Just saying.
I mean, I have it. It's there. And I got pretty far in it, but then I don't know what happened. I don't know why I lost interest. And that's the thing. It's like I get like 3/4 of the way through the game, and then I lose interest. I think it's because of the plateau and leveling up Pokemon, and I'm just like, I don't want to keep growing.
Who should I throw back for right now? Harold S. or Nefel? For Latias. I'll probably just drop Latias back off in my PC, but... Nefel? Okay.
Yeah.
They also have the Three Musketeers and Man in the Iron Mask, legendary dogs, Lugia Ho-Oh, and Version Dependent, and the other post-story legend, which I won't spoil. Huh. Interesting. I'm not going to give a nickname to Latias.
I really hope.
Oh yeah, that's right. They Mega Evolve in this one, don't they? Bizarre.
I really hope that Joe, O was never offended by the fact that sometimes I would like draw him as Ho-Oh.
I don't think so, considering he made that his like icon on Facebook for a long fucking time.
Oh right, that's true. Oh, I'm so
he like
happy.
just took Ho-Oh and like really awfully photoshopped his head onto Ho-Oh's body.
That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
My God.
I don't even know how I came up with such a big brain. Sometimes.
Such a
Just
big
for the
brain
stupidest
thought.
shit. Yeah. Just for the stupidest shit.
Well, that was an interesting experience. Sorry, Latios. We totally took your sibling. They'll be with us from now on.
You know, one thing I do regret about deactivating my Facebook, though?
Yeah.
My googly eyes.
That was funny. That was fucking funny. Oh shit, is Fortree next? God damn.
I love the fact that I called it. Like, I was like, I bet you if I make this my profile picture, my mom's gonna text me and, like, in an hour, at the very least, to take that shit off my Facebook.
Yeah, Gen 5 Plus started the tradition of bringing previous gen's legendaries at level 70 for post-game. Interesting. That's weird, and I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. Because, like, what's the point of playing multiple generations of Pokemon if you could just get the same, like, legendaries in every game?
Every game.
Like, the legendaries were supposed to be the thing that changed. Already? Yes!
You grow up so fast.
It really does. She's only level fucking 26. And I already have fucking Crobat.
Wasn't all of them. But I mean, that's a good portion, though. That's a good amount.
Yeah. It's still enough. Because, like, I just remember... I forget which game they started doing it, but post-game you would get a starter from another region. Oh, I can't actually go out from there. It was selected which ones were brought in, and like 3 to 4 total from previous gens. Okay.
There was actually a video I watched about, like, the inherent flaw of Pokemon design, like, you know, all these Pokemon, and the way that, like, Digimon has managed to, like, kind of avoid it in a certain way. But, like, it's like, with trying to make so many, like, new Pokemon basically every generation, and they just made it, like, an effort for the first 3 generations that everyone is like, oh, we gotta get new Pokemon every generation.
Yeah.
But then each Pokemon has, like, a unique kind of, like, move set, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And that's a good portion of, like, memory for each Pokemon, effectively.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it helps with typing because then they can limit like what moves are given to like what Pokemon, but it's still like a lot of unique ones exist, like even if it's just like the fucking starters.
But like this was a problem even in like the first game.
Yeah.
Like Red, because they had to use up every single like bit just to make it like fit, and that's why they cut off so many like Pokemon.
Yeah.
But because they made the precedent of like basically making new Pokemon every generation, and it's a considerable amount every generation.
Yeah.
They unfortunately also in their advertisement had like gotta catch 'em all for like the first 4 years. So like that was ingrained into the public, like deep in, like whenever someone talks about Pokemon.
It's literally in some of like the games or some of the like anime. How Gen 1 got fucked with memory, it's why so many bugs exist. Yeah, like missing number.
Like they used up, like they try to use up every single bit they could in that fucking cartridge. They made it work, but they really had to cut some corners. But so for the first 3 generations, I think it was the first 3, they had like gotta catch 'em all in the games and in the anime. But
they did.
The problem then became once they started getting into like the 4th one, they were like, oh, we actually need to drop that. So after that, everything in the merchandise in the games and in the anime, they were like, drop the gotta catch 'em all. But because like everyone knew the fucking rap, gotta catch 'em all, gotta catch 'em all. Like, they never could get away with like, oh, that like never happened. And it's like,
no, hey Percy.
And it's like, oh, now we've made the precedent of we gotta catch them all, which is why they started like making like, okay, we have this bank, like what is it, Pokemon Bank, and they're like,
Yeah.
but we actually gotta start limiting it. So like that's why they were like, we can't actually transfer all the Pokemon, and so they like tried to stall going into 3D as long as they could. One, because they were more confident in 2D.
Yeah.
And they got much better at pixel art and animation.
That's a swarm of them. Good thing I have discharge.
I was about to say, you got like, basically.
Bye, bitches.
Oh, level 12. Death comes for us all.
Death comes for us all. It's just the fucking Wingles. Yeah, as a massive fan I am, I admit they backed themselves into a corner with that. Yeah, like, I don't always think about that in, like, that aspect, but, like, they really kind of did, which is why people were so pissed when you couldn't catch your favorite Pokemon in Sword and Shield and everything. And why, like, because technically, games have never been bigger in terms of, like, file size, so there's really not necessarily that excuse anymore for them.
But the problem became, so they're not as confident in their 3D as they are in their 2D. And then making, like, unique animations and, like, you know, like, bones and shit animation, all that jazz. And make it for every single Pokemon, and then, like, special moves and shit that, like, they keep making in every game. They're like, we're just digging ourselves deeper and deeper in every corner. And because then they also make, like, a new mechanic, they're like, oh, so we gotta make a big-ass Pikachu now. Or we gotta make a big-ass Charizard now.
Yeah, most people who don't work in designing don't actually know how much storage can be taken up by it. Yeah, I mean, there are ways to cut corners, there are ways of making, like, file size smaller, of making certain things smaller, and it does, like, add up, but even, like, I design this shit, and I don't always think about the file size, necessarily. Meanwhile, I go back, and I look at, like, Shizunova, thank you! How was your game? I am playing Pokemon and chatting with Avi.
Yeah.
But whatchamacallit, people, like, I design 3D, like, characters, and I don't always think about, like, how much data they take up until I look at my file size. I'm like, oh yeah, my Maya file's like a gigabyte by now, because it has animations and shit. So.
I mean, and that's not
you were
even
playing.
talking
Oh,
about...
you were playing Breath of the Wild. Nice. I forget. Are you doing 100% run for that? I think you are, aren't you? Also, Foxy made their first Sonic OC today, Avi.
Oh yeah, I read that and I was like, hell yeah, more Sonic OCs.
Wasn't that Sonic Forces the game? Was like, make your own Sonic OC? I never got to play that. Was it any good?
I never actually played it much either. It was kind of a bit of a clusterfuck, and like everyone knew it, but it was like, you make your own OC.
Yep, you're about to finish up the Champions Ballads. Ooh, nice. That's the story-based DLC stuff, right? Get rid of Spark. Yep.
I never got that far. I never actually fought.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because you were playing it at my house, I'm pretty sure, back on the East Coast. Like, you visited. You were playing mine. You're like, I like this enough that I want my own. And then you went and bought your own Switch because I was like in the middle of playing and getting a little jealous that you were taking up all the time on my Switch. So you were like, fuck it. I'm just going to buy it myself. Yeah, it's been an interesting run. Well, I'm glad it's been interesting. Like, is there anything in particular, like, of note that you've been doing? They fucked up that hard, not gonna lie. Like, I get the memory issues, but holy fuck, Sega.
Yeah, like, we all basically knew, like, ooh, this game is not
memory issues?
Pretty.
What happened?
Oh, probably Foxy can explain it better, because I was technically out of the fandom at that point. I did look in, and I remember someone released something right before, it was from, like, the writers or the devs, I can't remember, but they were like, we knew these were issues, and we, like, brought them up, but, like, no one really seemed to give a fuck. They were just like, let's get this out.
You have to refight all the main bosses at one point, and apparently the final boss is a pain. Oof. I'm sorry about that. I assume you mean, like, the blights, the, like, like the Thunder Blight, the Wind Blight, whatever they're called, is in terms of the final bosses. Because I know that you do that for like, you do a boss rush if you're just speedrunning the game or something. But I didn't remember that for the ballads it was like that.
Is that where you fight the monk? Like the big ass monk in the ceiling or some shit?
Maybe I didn't beat that. I'm trying to remember.
He's one of those crusty mummies that you fight, I want to say. Crusty mummy.
Crusty mummy.
Get some shave out of it.
You're technically not wrong. Dang it.
Oh,
fucking
baby. Poisoned.
I know. But, like, Vileplume's actually level 36, so I'm real hesitant about fucking throwing out anybody else because Blackout's the highest level. Thankfully, it's not in Nuzlocke anymore, though.
Shanta.
Yeah, the Fire Blight and all that are fought again in the ballad. I don't know what the last boss in the ballad is, but that sounds about right. The mummy. Morning, Nishanka. How you doing? How was your breakfast? How was your shower, if you had it? All that good stuff.
Cucked hard by the manager yesterday. They couldn't spend as much time as they wanted to make everything better, and then the manager's basically,
Yikes.
yeah. So it was.
Yikes. So that sounds a little bit. Didn't that happen with what's it called? Shit, what's the space one? The space one that got fucked over by, like, marketing. My god,
No Man's
that's
Sky?
a move. Yes, No Man's Sky. Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk got fucked over by Sony, I believe. No, actually.
I'm still not dead enough to bury. Why would you
There
be
are a
dead?
lot of fucking... Still not dead enough to bury? Oh god. There are just a lot of games, I think, that got fucked over by, like, a lot of their other teams.
I think part of the issue with Cyberpunk was just, like, the weird marketing. It's like no one really knew, like, what kind of game it technically was until, like, pretty late. And even then, there wasn't, like, a clear picture.
Well,
and then
when
everyone
Cyberpunk was initially announced, it only had the really pretty trailer. It
Yeah,
didn't really
so,
have
like,
anything else.
That's kind of, like, where everyone kind of just, like, pumped it up. Like, gave it air. And then when it finally came out, they were like, this isn't what we expected. And it was like, you were expecting from your own, like, I almost want to do the whole Gabby Hanna, manage your expectations. But it's like,
oh gosh.
But, like, the video game industry, video game players, like, tend to do this. Like, it's happened so many times before. Like, they did that with No Man's Sky. But granted, it was also, what's-his-face, who also was like, yeah, we're gonna have this and that and this, and it was like...
Berry Master's
what?
house.
That wasn't in the game.
Yeah, I think it really just depends on, like, how much of the game is shown prior to launch, and, like, how much of a spin they get to put on it, because that happened... To drive the point home, that's what happened with, fucking, whatchamacallit, that's what happened with Mass Effect, the original one. Like, the dev team didn't know what that fucking game was gonna look like until at E3 marketing, like, mocked up what the game was supposed to look like, and they're like, oh, how the fuck do you want us to do that? And, like, they didn't know how they were gonna do that for a hot minute. They were like, well,
it's like,
shit.
what game are we working on? Oh, that? I don't know how to do that.
Basically,
like, figure
because
it out.
you can mock up something in Photoshop or After Effects, but it's another thing to make, like, do the exact same thing in Engine. Because a lot of the times, like, when you're seeing something, when you're seeing a trailer, when you're seeing anything, rarely is anything fully finished by that point. A lot of it is just, like, made up, which is why a lot of games now, like, if you're seeing footage of something, they'll say this wasn't an engine, this is an alpha, it's, you know, subject to change, like, or why they will say if it is an engine, because they're like, hey, look, yeah, this is what you're supposed to be playing, like, this part of the game is, like, what's gonna exist.
The issue was that was happening so often, that's why they had to start saying, like, at the bottom, like, made in engine. And it was like, but it's like, basically, whenever they say an engine, it's like, you're looking at a commercial Big Mac. And it was like, we all know how those are made. Like, we've seen the videos. We know that's glue. Like,
That's glue. Oh my god.
Like, this bitch is barely holding on. Like, sticks and stones with, like, Elmer's glue. Like, let's go, bitch. Maybe, like, spray on, like, color there. And bam, the bitch is done.
Yeah, what was it? There was a documentary, like a food documentary a while ago that it showed the ins and outs of like food artistry for commercial wise, and it was like the
Yeah.
most bizarre thing. Like to make the hamburger bigger, you stack it up with toothpicks to like give it more height. You don't use real ice, you use like plastic ice cubes, and if you want like milk in your cereal bowl, it's not milk, it's Elmer's glue. And there's like a little foam thing underneath so that shit sits on the top and doesn't sink in. It's like bizarre shit. Oh yeah, Gen 6 now allows you to fly to Roots. To Roots? What?
They make these games way too easy for the children now. But I mean,
Like, I
they're
thought it
trying
was
to
easy
appease
enough in Alola when they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you the ride pager, so you don't even need a flying Pokemon on you if you don't want it.
Alright.
Which, to be fair, I
But-
liked. Because it meant that I didn't necessarily always have to have an HM slave on me. They were like, yeah, you want to, like, go in this tough terrain? You need a Mudsdale? Here, you can summon one with the ride pager. You want to fly? Ride pager. So, it was a little nicer.
I mean, but real quick,
I
back
don't
to the
care right now.
Pokemon, where
Yeah.
we began. So with 3D models, like, one, they had to learn how to basically 3D model.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like, all right, we have a bunch of 2D artists that got really good at it, and now we're basically telling them that it's like, y'all know how to, like, do a 3D wing, I guess. But then, so, you can make a 3D model, you can texture it, you can, like, bone it, make the animations. But
Yeah.
then, so yeah, memory isn't as much of an issue, but there's also the point to remember every single bone has a certain X, Y, and Z that has to be allocated to a memory, and that's like every point of the model has to be put into memory on top
Yeah.
of the texture, and like the color codes have to be put into the memory. And then I already said the bones. Their positions, and then the animations. So imagine that for, at this point, what, 800 plus Pokemon?
Yeah.
That's a fucking ton.
I mean, there was no version Z, only X and
No,
Y.
like,
No, so Foxy, Avi's talking about place in space as far as bones is concerned. So, like, when you're talking about, like, something in a 3D space, it's X, Y, Z. So, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I know? Okay, well, you know sarcasm never comes across via text. You know this, Foxy. You gotta, like,
I was about to
include
say
the
X, Y, and
emote.
Z, like Z in depth. I like how
Yeah.
But
I like
So
fucking with
before-
people. We know you're chaotic. We know.
like, I think in the, like, what was it, Gen 4, Gen 5? I think it was Gen 5 when they started doing 3D models. Like, fucking Dustox wouldn't be, like, doing its flappy thing. It would probably
Yeah.
be, like, just floating there.
Thank you for color,
Awkwardly.
Kushanka. Well, yeah, because they had to start thinking about idle animations now.
Yeah. So they had idle animations, they had attack animations, they had basically, like, oh, I got hurt animations.
The different types of hurt animations, the fainting animations, the animations that change if it's the Pokemon you have, because you're going to have a slightly different camera angle, slightly different, like, animation depending on, like, how close it is in perspective to you.
Yeah. So
Also, I apparently have a sapphic ghost aesthetic. That's not a bad thing.
what's sapphic mean again? I'm
Lesbian.
Like, lesbians.
The lesbians. Yeah, actually. Let me hear all this.
Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I don't know what the hell happened. But whatchamacallit? So, yeah, so imagine, like, how many is that? Like, at least up to possibly 10 unique animations for every Pokemon. And it's like, wow. And then including, like, starting in Sun, they have, like, the Z moves. They have the... and some of them, they can recycle. They just, like, T-pose them, essentially. And it's like, which
Well,
is why
that's
they
the
do
thing
like the
too,
weird
is like
shows.
they also need different skeletons depending on like what the actual thing looks like, because a lot of them
Yeah.
can't, like, you can't. So for those that don't know, in animation, when you're doing something, if it's a normal human and they have normal proportions, so say like your generic guy characters, right, they can use the same skeleton and you could just retarget the animations. All that means is that you apply the animations to the same bones. So if they have like maybe one's slightly taller or whatever, it'll correctly proportion those animations to the other skeleton. But if it's a very different stature, like it's not gonna work. So if you take something like Pikachu versus Lotad, like the two very obviously have to have different skeletons. But even like Numel versus Lotad, even if they're all like they're all quadrupeds, they still have different skeletons because they're different too. So
Which is why usually for big games like an MMO, Genshin Impact, they
yeah.
basically just reuse the same models effectively.
Well, Genshin
Or
actually
scale
does
them.
something clever, which is so that, yeah, it has same face, but they actually do something clever. Sorry, I'm like very quickly photoshopping my team party.
Oh, did
They
you
do
forget?
something very, yeah, I forgot when Rouge evolved. So Yusuke evolved too. Fuck. I'll do that in a second. So the thing is Genshin did something clever, and they have what looks to be 6 different character models. So they have the tall girl, the tall boy, the medium, like normal height, kind of average height kind of character for girl and boy, and then they have, so far, they're only girls, but they have like the little short characters. So, because like
I know they
Chi-Chi
make,
and Klee,
like,
they're all
slightly-
like, they're small little children.
Because depending on their size, they can fit in certain areas or
They
not.
can.
Or
They actually have different collisions, which actually
Yeah.
is really cool. But it's also really obnoxious when you're swimming because, like, when you're swimming and you're Chi-Chi, like, you can actually not touch the ground, so you have to swim in certain areas. Whereas, like, if you're Kaya, he's much taller, so he'll actually just be able to walk along the bottom. And it's just really annoying.
my babe.
I know you love Kaya.
I love to make my slut even better.
I'm very quickly still fucking photoshopping. God damn it, come here.
That face scares me. Like, sir, it's weird that you look at me with that net.
Klea's best child. Klee is one of the best children.
Well,
Because I also love Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi is like my daughter. So even if I don't necessarily use her in my party as much anymore because I have fucking Jean, and unfortunately, because as Ryan will say, I simp for Zhao, I have him in my party far more frequently. So he works better with Jean because then I get the elemental resonance. So yeah, hang on.
I have been
There
in
we
like this weird, like, either the character that I like from this certain thing is gonna be an absolute slut or fluffy times. There's no in between.
There's no
fluffy
in
times
between.
usually faint. So it's either they are given the best of life or they're given peaks, and I'm just like, yes. I'm like in this weird extremes.
Genshin actually came out with a new trailer, by the way.
I believe I
For-
saw it on Twitter.
Yeah, they came out with
And I was
stuff
like-
for 2.0.
And I was like, maybe I should get back into it.
You
But I'm
should.
like, I don't
You
wanna
should play with me
Put
and
money
Ryan.
into it.
You don't have to put money into it. You just
I
play a
know.
lot and save up for the characters you like. Like, I put money into it, but I still, like, save up for characters and shit.
There's been a lot of
It's
like,
grass fighting, by the way. Cool. I can switch to Rouge then. Thank you,
there's
Foxy.
been a lot of account hacking. Also,
There
are you
has.
gonna switch to Latias, by the way?
Oh,
The
yeah.
Nickel-
I forgot I was gonna swap Latias out. Honestly, I forgot Latias was in my party. So I have to swap Latias back out.
Latias is the girl, right?
Girl.
Girl,
Yeah.
okay.
I think Latias actually is a girl. The thing is like it's so like these are Pokemon. It's really fucking difficult to tell genders unless like they're the really obnoxious ones. But I think in the Pokemon Heroes movie they actually call them brother and sister.
Because that's what I remember. Yeah.
Oh, this kid. I'm sorry, kid. He wanted to hang on to a whole flock of Pokemon to fly. Yes, actually.
We
Let me
killed a
rest.
whole ass flock earlier.
Yeah, we just fucking decimated them. Hey, you're close to the Weather Institute, which has a PC. Oh, okay. Don't I get cast form then? Is that the same game? I think it is. The Weather Institute. Cave of
Like,
Origin.
I'll be honest, I would probably only play Genshin, like, in private, because it's like, oh, I would like to talk about the game in part, but then, oh my god, I go in Twitter, and I just sometimes cannot with the fandom.
Oh no, the fans are honestly awful. It's like that for a lot of fandoms, though.
But it's just the weird fucking, like, I want to say dissociation, but, like, this weird not understanding that the majority, like, this is Chinese game that we are given basically the privilege of having it translated and that we can play. Because MiHoYo can just do a whole Honkai impact and just, like, basically cut off the North America, like, realm. Like,
is that what happened with Honkai Impact?
I believe that's what eventually happened with Honkai.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of events that never
that happens
came.
that happens with a lot of like gacha games or like even just like mobile games in general, because Genshin was like a mobile game to start. So like the thing is I used to play like the fucking One Piece game that I really liked, Thousand Storm. It still exists. Japanese servers wise, they cut off the global servers. It doesn't exist anymore. Or at least globally. Yeah. Which pissed me the fuck off because I had just gotten Marco. Sorry. You were saying.
I remember you would show me your new, I think it was like cards or something.
No, I still have that one. That's a One Piece Treasure Cruise.
Oh, okay.
I still have that one. No, it's a Thousand Storm was the one where it was like the auto attacking one. Where you were like running forward or whatever, and you had the different like characters that you could level up. And I'd finally gotten Marco, and then they shut off the global servers. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Or it could be even worse. Like what was it? The Disney's like Twisted Wonderland, where it's like people are loving the fuck out of the game, but it's Japanese only. Disney still hasn't even brought that to the US, and like they're in talks about potentially getting anime for that shit.
Yeah, I heard about that. But, like, Honkai, if I remember correctly, wasn't as popular in North America. However, the North Americans still felt, or I guess, they felt a little, like, shafted. So, I know that there is a lot of interest for Genshin in the North American servers, English servers, basically.
Yeah.
However, like, the actual people, there's a lot of account hacking.
Yeah.
And
Linoon, fuck off.
and then it's like people just get so pissed about just the stupidest shit. Like, for example, because I'm in the Kaya tag like all the time, I basically ship him with whoever. Honestly, like whoever makes him happy.
Okay. Yeah,
his
so
like
like
for everyone.
You're definitely gonna talk about the fucking whole shit with Diluc, aren't you?
Yeah, it's like
it's crazy.
I follow so many like Chinese Annie Twitters, like animation Twitters and drawing and everything, and some of them are in Genshin, but they like keep it on the download. Or they make like a whole ass other account just to keep themselves separate. Like they make no mention.
Because there's just like a shit ton of people that get very, very offended by like who you like or dislike in Genshin. And it's just like, chill the fuck out a little bit. It is a video game.
So if you go to the Asian, basically to the Chinese or even the Japanese tags, like I don't know where we stopped doing this in like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know it still happens, but it's not as prevalent as it used to be. They just kind of like, okay, so there's Kai Luke and there's Luke Kai.
There's a difference. Oh shit! I
There's a
didn't mean
difference
that.
because
Whoops.
one of them is
Okay.
the gong and the other one's the shoal. So
Yeah.
one's the top, one's the bottom. And so it's like if you don't like Kaya as the top, I can just look him up as the bottom. I prefer him as the bottom. I don't
Okay.
give a shit. Boobs for everyone. Kai. Oh.
But people get super offended even if it's something like that, where it's like you only like one half of it or something, or...
For the most part, in the Asian servers, it's like, oh, if I do not like something, I just block that tag and I'll just keep to my tag. So
yeah.
there's usually calls. There's usually calls of like, hey, tag your stuff properly. So it's not usually an issue over in the Asian side. However, they do have issues with the like English side because they usually like they put Kai Luke Kai, and it's like it's not the same thing. So they're like, hey, can you guys keep those separate? This is clearly Kai Luke. That's not usually what I ship or whatever. I use that because that's the one that always gets the most discourse. But then there's a whole flood of people that are like, you fucking ship them together? They're brothers. And it's like, you guys have clearly never interacted with like any Asian media.
Because English users tend to be dumbasses about things. Yeah, that's not wrong.
Oh my god, but there's just been this...
switch these Pokemon.
There's this been weird increase of like ageism too. So there was this one server for the novels that I read that are like, you have to be critical of the novels and you have to show your age because you can only be from 15 to 22. And I'm just like, so when you turn 23, like on your birthday, do you just ascend out of this Discord? Like, what the fuck happened?
That's bizarre. Like, the only thing I can understand is like 18 plus, because it's like, my Twitch is 18 plus because I really don't want minors to interact because it doesn't make me feel comfortable. It's not like a space for them. It's intended for an adult audience.
And like, that makes sense.
That makes sense. But like 15 to 22 is odd. Like, why?
It was a weird border. And then there was this one that was like, you can't be more than 20. Like, do not interact if you're older than 20. Because there are some that are like, oh, you're 30? What the fuck are you doing here? And it was like, you realize that most, like, a good portion of, like, seasoned artists that you admire are, like, 25 plus. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
That is an oddly specific age range. Like, I'd get if it was intended for minors only. It's like, yeah, if you want, like, to only interact with younger fandom, sure. But, like, as in, like, you are a minor, you only want to talk to other kids your age kind of thing. But, like, that's, I don't know, that's a weird age range.
Because I've been, like, there's been Discords that it's like, hey, you actually have to be 21 plus. And it's a...
Which is fair.
I can understand that, because even when you're 18, even they bring their weird drama of, like, it's obvious your frontal cortex isn't developed enough. Go ahead and make that shit happen, and then we can talk, you know?
Make that shit happen. Just tomorrow, you know, go, like...
It's gonna take a while, honey, so sit back, relax, let life just take its course, and then come back to me. We can take a sip. You can legally drink. So, yeah. Like, whatevs.
It's like the IRL Yu-Gi-Oh! MTG age ranges above 10, below 40. What?
No, but like, I actually like saw these rules and I was just like, who the fuck made this Discord? But so I ended up like just going through random Discords, and there is a considerable amount of Genshin, like English Genshin players that are like, oh, I'm 16.
Okay.
And then they just retweeting just this foul shit. They're just like absolute little gremlin monsters. And And I'm just like, it's a lot of like younger audiences that are just like bullying a lot of Asian creators off the web, like off Twitter,
Yeah.
because they just they draw Kaya a certain way, or they draw Bennett a certain way. It's like someone aged up Bennett, I think, or
Okay.
one of the younger characters, and they were like, "That's disgusting. They're a child. How fucking
I
could
think
you?"
it I think it might have been
And I was
about
like,
Paimon because like even because there was this whole big thing about people sending not safe for work
"No,
stuff about Paimon to Paimon's like voice actor to Karina
no." I
Betker.
remember that. I remember
Yeah.
I think we talked about that, but I think it was when I was actually in LA. But
Yeah.
no, it's just like certain pairings. It's like they age them up, but they're like, "That's disgusting. How could you?" Um, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not completely comfortable. You know, like I think someone was pairing up Kaya with what's the flamenco lady chick? The oh my god, what's her fucking name?
Wait,
It's like
what?
her name starts with E, doesn't it?
No,
She
I
kind
missed what
of
you said.
Amber, and I think she like dances flamenco or something.
She dances flamenco. From what?
Um, she has like her clothes are a blue palette, if I remember correctly.
Like in
Yula, I think is her
Genshin?
name. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, Eula. She's you mean like the giant claymore user, the most recent one, right?
I think so. Yeah, she
Okay.
in her trailer she was dancing, and I was
Yeah,
like,
that's
that
Eula.
I think
You mean
flamenco.
like that time someone got death threats for unintentionally whitewashing Nessie from Gen 8? I'm gonna say yes, probably. I don't know
That's an
specifically what
example.
event you're like referring to, but I think it's safe to assume like Nessa.
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember that.
Nessa was which one? Was she the water one?
Yeah, she was the water one.
Okay,
She was
because Gen
a
8 is Sword and Shield, right?
yeah, she was the dark skinned uh water
Yeah. I do
gym.
remember, I don't know if it was her, but I do remember there was this one big thing where I think it was someone was drawing, maybe they were drawing BTS. Like, I don't remember, they were drawing someone specific, and like, someone said, like, oh, you're like, how dare you, like, use that skin tone, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, I drew this from reference, and they had to like pull it up, and like, they pulled it up side by side, and they're like, if it's because the thing is color reacts differently to how like you look at it for backgrounds and stuff, right? So the original photo was from whoever it was on like a darker background, but their drawing had them on a much lighter background, so the color came out differently, and they're like, look, like it's the same color. And they like showed like the color picked version of their drawing versus the actual photo. They're like, it's the same color, it's just because of the way that lighter's reacting right now. And I just remember it being a really big thing and people getting very upset. And it's like, I get where you're coming from, but also like you have to understand that people like make mistakes, and also things are subjective. So like you can't always immediately assume the worst of somebody based on color related things, specifically when the lighting's fucking weird.
Legit, yesterday, I was looking at this very beautiful Kaya drawing, and I was like, "That's gorgeous, gorgeous, 10 out of 10, chef's kiss." And some like the third comment was like, "Oh, so we have white Kaya now," and I was just like, "What the fuck?" And the artist was honestly, they should haven't even responded, but that's not my prerogative. But they pulled up their picture. They pulled up Kaya's like color wheel, like Kaya's like official like in the menu sort of thing, and then like character model that's I think in the wiki, and they did like the whole like color thing, and it's like it's the same, but you know the whole light conversation. And this child, I think they were like,
oh yeah, Shedinja got renamed to Neji because it's a bug ghost.
I think they said they were 19 or something, but they were like fighting this artist on it, and I was just like,
okay. Someone made fan art of Nessa, and the way they made it looked slightly lighter, so many people accused them of whitewashing. One of the 3 dark-skinned characters in the whole series. Gotcha. Okay. It's hard too, because sometimes people are genuinely doing that, and it's like, be careful about that. And other times it's like the color is just looks so different because it's a different background and stuff too. So you kind of have to like be careful of that. Gabe, how you doing?
Hello.
You know, really quick.
But it was like you can clearly see that they were like he was brown.
How goes the Nuzlocke? It's no longer a Nuzlocke because I lost my Pikachu. So it is just Pokemon now. I'm just having a blast talking with Avi. And yeah, I resurrected a couple of my Pokemon that had died in the Nuzlocke. So we have like Harold S back, the Numel. We have whatchamacallit, I went out and I go caught a Ralts. No, yeah, I lost. It happens. Sometimes Nuzlocke be like,
yeah.
Yeah.
That PP below.
Yeah, I know. I probably could transfer it back into the PC and then back out real quick.
Yeah, but oh my god, it's like every like we
Who's
can't
on the
have
Avi.
any dark skin. What, sorry? Oh.
Gabe asked who was on the line.
Oh, sorry, I didn't read that until like right now.
No worries.
I thought you were yelling at me.
Oh. No,
Sorry,
I was saying that you're the one on the line.
So I was saying, it's like we can't have any brown people because then there's this weird like almost white knighting of like you didn't make them extremely dark like they should be, and it's just like y'all bitches know like we shine like diamonds. Like what the hell?
The issue is that with Nessa is very dark skinned normally, and it made her skin go from dark brown to normal brown. Whitewashing requires they be made white.
Yeah. And
Isn't
it's like
it?
if they're just the slightest bit just like pale-ish, not even pale-ish, it's just like slightly lighter brown, it's like whitewashing. And it was just like, oh my fucking god. Like, and what pissed me off was I went to this person's like profile so I could block them, and it said White Avinoski Jew. And then they're like, I'm in so many fandoms, whatever. And I was just like, why are you fighting? Like, what are you trying to prove here? Like, I get it, but I also like...
Sometimes the people that are the most offended aren't people that, like, should be, if that makes any sense. Like
that is a recurrent problem I'm seeing.
Yeah.
With,
I remember someone complaining about, like, one of the lesbian characters, and, like, they were, like, a straight guy or something, and I was like, why are you upset over this? This isn't related to you. And if, like, it's actual lesbians aren't complaining about this, then why are you? So...
And that's the thing that is kind of, like, sketchy about, like, yes, I appreciate your allyship, but you're kind of crossing a line here. Like, you're kind of, like, shouting at people that have no need to be shouted at. Like, we're perfectly okay with this. Okay? Like, what? You're getting angry on behalf of us for no reason.
Yeah, we're discussing how offended fandoms get if a fan artist does something they don't like. To be fair, I think it's if any other fan does something that they don't like, because plenty of, like, fanfic authors and shit also get hate for, like, writing the smallest bit thing that people don't like. A lot of folks are only concerned for their own status. That too.
I don't know. And it's like, I like Genshin, but I do not want to get, like, into the fandom or talk about the game, because I kind of fear that I would kind of be inviting that 1% of, like, terrible fucking people. And it's like,
I mean, you could just do what I do and just not engage with fandom. Like, I love a shit ton of stuff, and the reason I can continue to love it is because I just don't engage with the fandom. Like, I've done my time. I've done my time. 84 years of it on Tumblr. Like, I don't need, like, to engage with toxic people and defend why I do or don't like a certain character, you know? Like, it's very tiring after a while, and it's just something I don't need to do in my life.
They want to have the right views, even if it means painting others as having the wrong views. But
I think that's a good way of putting it.
Like, real life, it's like, we're always not gonna have the right views. Like, we have to grow, we have to expand. There's gonna be some gray areas. Like,
and also depending on your worldview and depending on the issue, like, just because something may seem right and correct to you doesn't mean it's going to be right and correct for somebody else.
yeah.
So, the two aren't mutually exclusive. There's a ton to love about fandom, but also a ton of really bad specific problems resulting from fandom. Yeah. Yeah.
The amount of poor Asian creators that have been, like, basically bullied off of Twitter, though. It's like, yo, I just started following you, and now I'm like, I like translating the tweets, and it's like, I can't really keep doing this. I'm gonna log off, and I'm just like, I hope they're okay, but like, and then I go back and I'm realizing, like, they were bullied off because it's like, oh, they made, in the Asian fandom, they have all the love, but as soon as, like, English fandom interacts, it's like all the hate, and it was just like,
The only fandom I found that does it right is Final Fantasy XIV online fandom, the cult.
love
They don't
them.
exclude anyone unless said person is constantly being and refuses to change. And let's not go into the free
Love
fandom.
them.
That's fair. I'm teasing also. Like, I can't really say whether or not, like, they're a good fandom just because I'm not in any way, shape, or form related to the game. Like, I still haven't played it because I don't need to get addicted to another
you
thing.
Play for free up to level 60, even playing the first expansion.
Did you know Final Fantasy XIV Online, you can play the first 60 levels for free? Swear to God.
So a lot of the same, like, I follow 400 fucking people. Out of all of them, yeah, I have a lot of people that are in Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah.
Online
I know my
honestly,
cousin plays it a lot. A lot of cis white hetero dudes are really concerned with securing a stable position of being right, which doesn't exist, but they cling to it. Yeah. That's a good way of saying it.
There are some out there that are like, okay, I don't need to constantly defend my position, because it's like I have support, and I am content and able to grow and learn every day, if it means that, like, oh, this kind of like always reevaluating, like, feminism or something, like, what does it mean to be a feminist, sort of thing. And like, maybe his feminism isn't as, like, inclusive as he thought, and he's like, okay, I gotta learn from that, and it's like, cool. All right, I'll stay in my lane.
It's also like things change over time, like customs change over time, like our understanding of certain topics just change over time as both individuals and as, like, society wise. So it's like there is no one complete and total, like, correct answer, because that's probably going to change over time. So you can't, like, be so staunch in your views that you're not going to listen to other people.
Actually, no. Real quick, back up. Furry fandom. I mean, unfortunately, okay.
I thought we weren't going to talk about that because Foxy even said not to.
Okay, but real quick. For the most part,
Oh wait.
A good portion of it, they're really inclusive. They're really nice. However, if we're
Foxy even just goes, Avi, no.
But then there's the rainforest kind of furries, and those are the bitches you don't interact with. Just stick
the what?
With the soft boys, soft girls, soft people.
Do I want to know? I avoid that kind of stuff on purpose, and I feel like I shouldn't even really ask. But what are you talking about?
Rainforest, the con that, like, I would say the short of it, go to Internet Historian. I fucking love his videos. He has like a 15-minute video of it.
I'm naming this after you.
But I think...
Actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah, there has been some bad players in the furry fandom. I mean, like the Nazi femboy that came across my dash the other month.
The what now? I thought we were done with that shit.
Oh. The Nazis are never done, it seems like. I thought we bombed them. We scattered them to the high winds, but no, these bitches have been populated in Argentina and come back for their blood right, I guess.
Nope, still there.
As they say.
That's unfortunate.
Disgusting. Okay. Disgusting people. But I honestly did not know what skinhead meant. I was just like, don't we all have skin in our heads?
I mean, that's not technically wrong. Oh, god damn it.
Let's absorb them into our government. Yeah.
Do I have to fight you?
What is up with that hat, my guy?
I don't know. It's been like that for ages. Avi the West absorbed them into our government.
But why is it spiky?
I don't know. I think it was supposed to be a beanie, and it just got like more and more stylized over time. I love the fact that he sends Whalmer out first. I love it so much.
Look at my big ass whale. Look at it.
Goodbye, Whalmer.
I think the furry fandom does have like most fandom have a 1%. Unfortunately, the furry fandom has like a good maybe 10% that it's like just scrub that layer off.
Counterculture brings together both good people who are arbitrarily pariahs and people who should be pariahs. I feel like furries is one of those communities. And then honestly, the Nazis aren't the worst part of furries. That belongs to a very specific section no one's to interact with. Do not interact, quite literally.
DNI. DNI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
I still can't believe I had to learn what crinkling means. But anyway. Blue Dark
Community is another similar space. That's
not gonna lie though.
A point.
Furries can make some nice ass porn. Like that art is pretty good.
I mean, honestly, anyone that spends that much time like honing their craft is bound to get good at it eventually. So like, kudos to them for being able to like constantly work at it to the point of where they get really good. Foxy, I thank you, Abby.
You're welcome.
You both have really lefty queer folks and really, really shitty people who make are really, really shitty things. Yeah, I remember there were a whole bunch of controversies a couple of years ago. There were a whole mess of them.
S3D had its energy drain. Very subsect area of the furry fandom. Mainly because one of my RIL friends is in the furry fandom, and okay, she didn't want to believe she was in the furry fandom, but she showed me she was very much into this one novel she had been following. Well, it wasn't a novel then, but it was like a work in progress. I believe they are this person. I believe they are publishing this book. But one, they have amazing writing. Two, they make amazing art, and they actually became friends. And it's like a fan became friends with like,
oh, that's their.
It really is, and like they draw.
Is it Nell? It's Nell, isn't it? No, it's not me.
No, it's my friend Marissa. But I have like 5 Marissa friends, but I only really keep up to one.
I swear to God, every time you're like, Marissa, I'm like, oh, this Marissa? No, the other one. It's like, there's another one.
It doesn't help that most of my friends had M names. So it was like, oh, there's Melissa, there's Marissa, there's other Marissa, but with one R. Or Marissa with one S. It's just
Jesus Christ.
A fucking clusterfuck. And you know the other M. But what was I saying?
You were saying.
So Marissa became friends with her. Basically, like she looked up to this person, and they became friends. She sometimes draws Marissa really cute, like her OC, and of course Marissa's like ecstatic. She loves it. I mean, they draw really good. Cause back when did she show me? I
have like 20 versions of Caitlin Cat, and it's so confusing. Yeah. Gee, I wonder, is that a tree or is that a trainer? Gee, I wonder.
I'm guessing they're your Sona. Oh, but real quick, so I believe Marissa showed it to me back in 10th grade. Oh, it's so cute, good boy. Anyway, I believe she showed me either in 10th grade or 11th grade, and she was like, yeah, look at this, like, art, look at this novel, and I read it, and I was like, it's really good. And I was like, but I didn't know you were a furry. And she was like, I'm not a furry. And I'm just like, but then I look over a lot of her like likes, her hearts, and I'm just like, Marissa, you're in the furry fandom. Just accept it. And she was like, no, I'm not. And then she made a fursona, and she was like, I'm a furry, aren't I? I'm like, babe, you've always been a furry. It's like, we've been making Sonic OC since we were in 6th grade. I think we always knew you were a furry, because you were way more into it than I was.
Okay, fucking, what is it? Really quick, to, like, go back to Sonic. What is it with the writers of Monster Prom and their love for Sonic? Like, they have a deep, like, love for Sonic. And it is hilarious to me every time it comes up.
Flannery's Gym? I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, they did almost kill themselves. So, Flannery's Gym, it's like a, like an onsen kind of, like, deal now. And the Ninja Boys were, like, under the water, like, in a hot bath. And I'm like, first off, how are you breathing? And it's like, you're, what? And both times I'm like, aren't you guys dizzy? And they're like, I don't feel so good. I'm kind of dizzy. I'm like, oh god.
Oh, no,
these children are gonna get themselves fucking killed.
They're gonna faint.
Quite literally.
That's really cute, though. Really, I mean, like, concerning. Like, who left these children alone? What is the rated age for these onsen? Poor Ninja Boy. But yeah, I was like, Marissa, I've always known you were a furry. And she was like, I didn't know you were right, though. And I was like,
I didn't know you were right.
Like, she wasn't willing to accept it for a long while.
Right.
But then, like, during our college years, she was like, yeah, I'm a furry. And I was like, bitch, I'm proud of you.
You admit it to yourself.
It's like, I knew the whole time. But she eventually, like, really, refined her Hosi. And she has 2 of them. She mains, I guess. But she never actually had a suit. She only, online Sona sort of thing. Furry egg crack.
As in, like, realizing that they were. Stardust I have to sell. Soft sand, no.
I realized why I was so damn poor in Pokemon, because I never sold anything.
Did you never realize that you could sell things until just now?
I mean, I knew I could sell things, but I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to sell.
It says in the thing it could be sold for a high price in shops.
I don't read.
Your name Jared19?
Yeah.
Why didn't you ever tell me? Oh my god, did that just say what I think it said? Some people evolve when you link trade them with friends. Aw, cute. Nuggets can also be eaten. Not surprising, suits are fucking expensive. The facial hair alone is like $300 to $500. Okay, so anybody who crafts a fursuit, I respect, like, their dedication, because I can barely draw or 3D model a thing, like, without wanting to tear my own hair out. Like, I don't know how they do that, and how they, like, manage to... Okay, I got stairs for my thing.
Oh.
I don't know how they manage to actually, like, complete something like that.
Someone actually made, like, a dragon. And they made it... Or, no, I don't know if it was a dragon.
Someone's making a life-size Charizard.
Something like that. But they made it... So they made the skeleton, and so now every time they open their jaw, it opens, and their ears, like, go pin back. It's, like, really nice. I was like, holy shit. And they're like, yeah, this is, like, it's getting there. And I was just like, that's fucking amazing. Clap, clap. Hell yeah, you get my like.
Oh my god.
And it's like, how did I find this? Because of Marissa. But honestly, it's amazing to see the, like, mechanical ingenuity that can go into some of these suits.
Yeah. I mean, it's like that with cosplay, too. Like, there's a shit ton of, like, Hawks cosplayers that have made, like, working wings. And I'm just like, I don't understand how people do this all the time. It's fantastic, honestly. Although I have seen one where they bought, like, they bought the mechanics for it on, Amazon and then just sewed all the feathers onto it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. You hand sewed fucking feathers.
Wow.
Hey Mirabad, how you doing?
Hello. I like your little emoticon.
Hollow Knight?
Is that what it's called?
Emote.
Yeah.
It's
I
Hollow
still
Knight.
have not played that game. I just
Neither
know
have
he's a
I.
bug. I want
Yeah.
to though.
I only recently learned he's a bug. Endeavor.
Endeavor. Oh, I remember I saw this video of from
You know
Ruby.
better.
What's her fucking name? Her name is Ruby, isn't it? Right?
Maybe?
The main character from Ruby. But she has that mechanical scythe, and someone actually like made it like to extend and everything. And I was like, I mean, they couldn't like make it like. I think they only had one thing missing, but it was
Oh, that
almost
was a Kecleon? Okay.
It like. Choo.
Wait, so how do I get through there? Or do I have to go beyond and come back?
Oh hi, my name's Avi. I am.
Hey Nell, hey voice. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, this is Avi. Avi has been one of my best friends for how many years have we known each other now?
Freshman year of college was 2013. It's gonna be almost 10 years in 2 years, so 8 years.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I've known Avi for 8 years now. So they were one of my former roommates. Avi, A-V-I. Short for Aviel.
Although everyone always writes Abby, and I'm just like, I realize I made a mistake in my name sometimes, but I'm like, but I like it. It's my name.
I do like your name. I think it's really nice.
Thank you. Why do I have chopsticks here?
I mean, it suits you much better than your old name, so.
Yeah.
I don't know why your parents chose that. Not gonna lie. It does not suit you.
You're old? I'm old? What?
Yeah.
Or what?
Well, we are, technically. Oh yeah, Avi's birthday is the day after mine. So,
Yes.
we're basically the same age.
We're the same babies.
Yeah, we almost had the same birthday, but I was just barely born before midnight.
I think it was only 5 days ago. My brother had his birthday, and I was waiting till like 7:20 because that's when he was born, and I was like, "Hey, you're 15 now. You can get a job." And he's like, "I am still a baby," and I'm just like, "The fuck you are. Get a job." No,
Really?
if he doesn't have to, but it's late for me, so I've got to go to bed. Glad I could stop by though.
Oh.
Always a pleasure to hang out with y'all.
Yeah.
Have a good rest of the
Thanks for
stream.
hanging out, Gabe. And have a wonderful time staying on the East Coast.
Lovely conversation.
Yeah. Neither one of you is old. I'm old. I was born in the 70s. I still don't think you're old either.
That's like my dad's age, which is pretty young.
Okay, so do I
Night
go to... How do I move that Kecleon so I can do the gym? Because I want Fly. I heard an Absol. Oh, was that Absol? Okay.
Nice.
Granted, it was October of 79, but I've seen things. I can imagine. Okay.
Wouldn't you have been 10 during the fall of the Berlin
How do I
Wall?
get rid of this Kecleon? Because I don't remember that shit. Keep going towards Lily Cove? Okay.
Actually, when is Berlin? 9 or 10? What? There's an invisible obstacle.
Yeah, the invisible
Why?
obstacle is apparently a Kecleon.
Keep
I will keep going
Lily
towards Lily Cove then. And if I hear another Absol, I will go towards it. Hang on, where's that Absol?
Gotta
there
catch a
it
ball.
is.
Gotta catch. Are you gonna?
I will catch the Absol.
Coordinate. Like,
There's the
I don't
Absol.
want this fucking whatever thing. I don't want the seagull.
There are
Fuck your
4
seagull.
invisible Kecleon in the game? Jesus. Thunderwave. Also,
I like
Foxy, you get to pick the name for this because I assume you wanted me to catch the Absol. So, only 3 matter here. Aw, thank you. So I totally came in to give you a thing. Have a thing. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
What's that? What is Cheer 100? What's this
so
gym?
it's bits. So bits it's like donating money to people.
Oh.
Yeah, so when someone
okay.
donates bits, it's because they're actually giving you like money. So it's
Nice.
very sweet. You motherfucker. Stay in the fucking Pokeball. I gave Nell
I
pennies.
do
Basically,
feel
yeah. I think like 100 bits technically costs like $1.50, but like more than half of that goes to Twitch technically, or something like that. You do actually get $1? Okay, it's the 50 cent goes to Twitch. Okay, yeah. So 100 is basically $1.
I'm
you.
still learning about Twitch. There's a lot of buttons
One
and
sec.
shit. Like, following is not the same as subscribing, like, it's kind of how it is in YouTube. That confused the shit out of me for, like...
Yeah, admittedly,
way
that
too long.
does, like, confuse me sometimes, where, like, YouTube, it's subscribers, is free, and then Twitch subscriber means you pay money.
Yeah.
I need to switch Pokemon. Who is weaker? Who can do a weaker move? Melon Lady stream when? Avi has done a single stream.
Yeah, when I got, what is it, the Luke, Guitar Girl, and...
Guitar Girl.
Yutao, I think her name is. Xinyan, yeah. Xinyan and Hutao, I think. I got all three of them at the same time. But I got the Luke.
Which is all you cared about. Just use starting voice, I guess.
Because, I don't know, he's got an aesthetic I really like.
He's an emo boy. Of course he's got an aesthetic you like.
Yeah.
I'd give Avi 100 bits if I could. Aw, that's so sweet of you, Mira. Best Pokemon Absol. Hey, Lexi, how you doing?
Well, I already love your face, Avi. Thanks! Even though it hasn't been shown here. I don't think I've ever shown my face other than like 1 or 2 times.
I mean, I could if you want.
Glitch Kitten! Hello!
Yeah.
You're familiar, yes? Hello?
Glitch Kitten's Lexi. If you would like, I could show your face, Avi. Up to you, though.
Well, I look crusty. I put my shea butter already. Well, actually, so it's not as crusty anymore. What? 1 second.
Thank you, Foxy.
The only reason I kept my
God damn
Pixel
it.
5
This Absol doesn't want to stay in the fucking Pokeball. Oh,
punch
no.
it.
Rude.
Can you confuse it or something? Or
I'm trying to think of a Pokemon that's not gonna outright kill it. Absol's your favorite Pokemon of all time? Ooh. Well, if you want to fight Foxy on rights to name it, feel free. Okay.
Not gonna lie, Absol was my favorite before Lotad. So
Don't kill
it's
it.
been...
Don't kill it. Don't kill it. Motherfucker! I'll find another one. After I go heal friggin'...
Reload. Reload, say.
Reload? Why? I could just find another one.
Yeah. I have a Void Spark as a meaning for inspiration. Ow, my back! What just happened?
Linoon, go away! I hate Linoons. Leave.
What is that?
Linoon in design reminds me a lot of, I forget their name, but it's the one that everybody jokes around that is Trump, because it's the weasel one from Alola that I don't remember the name of. And it looks like it's wearing a yellow wig. Its name
I know
escapes
exactly.
me.
It's got like a quaff or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. I don't remember its name. Yangoose? Yeah. That one. I don't know why, but Linoon reminds me a lot of Yangoose. Like, design-wise. Which is weird, because they, like, do have differences, but I think it's just because they're based on a similar animal. I shall also save.
Thank you. I was thinking of, I know I keep saying that, like, eventually streaming, but I'm just like, I'll start in it tomorrow. But then I was like, at first I was considering Genshin, but then then the thing of yesterday happened. I was like, this is making me really.
Linoon is a
rethink
badger,
that.
though? Is it? It looks more like a ferret to me than a badger, just because long body.
Well,
Like,
the
if it had
problem
a...
is,
Oh, god damn it, I moved too fast. Next one. Apparently they spawn a lot here. It's the claws.
what are they
Okay.
called?
Okay, where are
There's
you?
like 3 of them.
You're all the way over there. Ugh, obnoxious. Come on.
Ferret.
Come on. A little bit more.
Maybe it's a mongoose?
A mongoose is Zangoose. Because it's based, Seviper and Zangoose are based on, like, a mongoose and a snake. I do remember that much, at least.
3 that look like ferrets. So usually, like, ferrets are usually confused with, you just said it a hot minute ago.
Yeah. Zangoose.
Confused.
There's also Furret, who is also a ferret. I think it's because Furret looks like Linoon, also. Oh.
I love ferrets so much. They're so cute.
Furret is cute. Furret, I remember from the Pokemon Stadium like mini game where like you bop the Pokeballs. So
Okay,
now
so
feels like it's
Furret-
been a few. How's stuff? Things are going. You know. Been working on some 2D art for the most part lately. Been just chilling, applying to jobs, streaming, the usual. So I haven't done too much different, to be honest. Okay.
Y'all should go to her Twitter and retweet those really cute Animal Crossing pictures because they're really cute. It's the same name as here, Nelhex.
Yeah, I
it's
pretty
really
much make
cute.
everything Nelhex. I have I've been working on that because it's for eventually what's going to be an animation for Twitch, but I have that. They're like little Polaroid series. Your art is generally awesome, so there's that. Oh, thank you. You guys are too sweet. Also, I don't need to attack. I need a Pokeball.
Ops the goon.
Actually, what does Bulbapedia say Linoon is? That's a good question. I think actually
it's from
you can do...
Zigzagoon.
Do I have Twitter? I might.
It's supposed
Maybe
to
I
be
don't.
from a raccoon.
Wait, it's supposed to be a raccoon? Really?
It evolves from a raccoon.
I forget what I put it. I think I have one for YouTube and maybe one for Instagram. I don't remember though. God damn it. Nah, I have to do that, Foxy. I know I have one for Discord, where it's like, I don't have a Discord, sorry. Because I've had people come in and do that before. God damn it.
It's possibly a cross between the European or Japanese badger and a member of the weasel and or ferret family.
There you go.
Maybe based on the ferret badger or striped polecat.
Huh. Okay. Use disarming voice.
Oh, thank you. I just got a mail.
Discord is fuck you. Basically. Okay. Let me catch you.
Okay, so what I was trying to say is that ferrets are sometimes confused for weasels and, like, I guess badgers as well, or polecats.
All I can think about was whatchamacallit. Wait. Finally. Okay. Oh, I totally want to boop Avi in the nose. She's adorable. They are adorable, yeah. Avi is very adorable. Heffalumps and weasels.
Heffalumps and weasels?
It's from Winnie the Pooh.
Also, what is socials? Discord.
I don't have. Yeah, it's because I don't. I think I have. Maybe it's. Is it this? I have like commands. Not that. Ah, there you go. It was art. That's why.
There we go.
Oh, they? I didn't intend to mispronoun. No worries. But Avi is they, generally speaking. I believe. Yes?
For the most part. Yes.
Okay, so Absol, nickname. Who wants it? I believe Foxy wanted to name it, correct?
That or Glitch Kitten.
Void Spark? You got it. Is Void Spark going to be added to the team, Foxy? Or nah?
They should be.
S-P-A... Okay, Void Spark. Depends. They're incredibly adorable then. Yeah.
Thanks. Although, I mean,
Okay.
fortunately, by the time it's nighttime, my voice is much higher. It's more of what used to be my natural range.
Mm.
Versus in the morning, it's like very.
In the morning,
deep
your voice
dark.
sounds more like when you say "Nani the fuck."
I have suddenly forgotten how I say "Nani the fuck."
"Nani the fuck," and you specifically go deeper, but your normal like voice kind of sounds like how you pronounce the last part. So
Kind of because I try to sound like older Joseph, in a way.
really, that's actually adorable.
Because they say, "Oh my god," sort of like that.
Holy
really, like,
shit! Yeah, older
and I don't know
Joseph's
why,
great.
but I'm like, I want that energy.
Foxy is Foxy for future references. I completely blame Fairy Tale for that, by the way. Is he adorable? Okay. So.
I was thinking about Fairy Tale
sorry.
today, actually. I was playing Glitter in the shower.
Fairy Tale is, I believe, Ryan's favorite anime. Or one of.
He's got good
He has
taste.
headphones on.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Void Spark joining us in our party for right now, Foxy? Or nah?
Bunch of normal. What a normie. Oh,
Nah?
dear.
Okay.
No.
Because Void Spark doesn't have great moves right now. So
Nope.
maybe down the line, but not for the moment. Or if I get the Mega
Oh, dear.
Stone for
I have been told that.
Absols.
It wouldn't be the first time, to be honest.
That is
Until
the
I
definition.
accidentally trauma dump, I guess, which is never my intention, but I guess it happened often in college.
It happened often enough
But it's
that it'd
like,
be like, oh dear.
I didn't mean to, and then like I
You
would just
didn't
look
mean
like,
to, which is why it like hurt all the more.
Like, I remember in first year, I remember I did it without meaning to, and Joe, earlier in this stream, I was like, oh, I made them into, like, Ho-Oh. I drew them as Ho-Oh, and stuff. But,
Yeah.
I remember, because I used to like going to his room and just talk and shit. And I don't remember exactly what I said, but then he was typing something, or working on something, and he
Is
just
this when
stopped.
he stopped? Yeah. I remember you telling me
And,
about
like,
this.
And turned around and hugged me, and he's like, are you okay? And I was just like, yeah, I'm fine. What happened? Why are you hugging me?
But also, he gave the best hugs, because that bitch was like
did.
6'6", and he made everybody feel short.
He's bigger than Charizard. The best.
He is, actually, technically. I missed an item.
Not gonna lie, though, I had a crush on him for a while.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I found a music thing I need to send you now. Been meaning to do it for days. Oh, what is? Tell me. Is it just like a group you want me to listen to, or a song? Speaking of music, guess what I got today? I think Avi already knows, but it is a vinyl of a very famous game. Very famous game.
It comes in all the colors of the rainbow.
It's a song that involves KHR. Is it one of the KHR like normally songs, like the character songs? Because I have a playlist of those because I used to listen to those a lot. Did you say vinyl? I did say vinyl. I have a fledgling vinyl collection, and by that I mean I have 3 vinyls, so including the one I just ordered. So because I have the Promare Special Edition soundtrack on vinyl, and I have the Tron Legacy album on vinyl, so the special edition as well. So, but no, I got the deluxe Undertale soundtrack vinyl because that came back in stock today.
I'm really sad I can't buy it. I don't have a job.
I'm sorry.
I have a Jack Benny radio show.
Ooh, nice.
Also,
what are you giving
isn't
me?
this homeboy supposed to be the champion or something? Like, what's he
Who,
doing
Steven?
roaming around?
He's just chilling. Oh, thank you. That's how I find Kecleons. Okay.
Oh, this bitch. I know him. I remember him.
Yeah, Kecleon.
I remember he, like,
If you
this
don't know
Pokemon in particular.
Jack Benny, you should look him up.
This particular Pokemon used to give me, like, uncanny, like, why do you move like that? But granted, chameleons do that to me. I'm like, why are your eyes like that? Why are you built like that?
Fun fact, Toby just recorded his washing machine and called it a song. Which one?
You know what? That's pretty on brand.
Who has...
The song
maybe
would
you.
still get, like, platinum. Doesn't
Probably
matter.
would. Long
Long
elevator? Okay. I mean, there are plenty of songs that are only like a couple of seconds long, like in Undertale. So that is not shocking to me. Okay, this should be good because I think Kecleon should be electric type right now and then it'll switch to flying. Yep.
Not gonna lie though, I pretty much I enjoy the side of YouTube that's like, I'm gonna play this song with my very angry washing machine.
Oh, yeah.
The way on the Georgia. It's like,
There
hell
was also the one that like climbed on top of the washing machine and then like just started tap dancing on it.
Hi, Mira. Very kind.
Aw.
Have fun at Overwatch.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to cheer for me, Mira, but I appreciate it. And go have fun in Overwatch. And thank you, Foxy, for hosting. I appreciate it.
Gonna watch while I do some art fight stuff.
I have Kecleon. Woo!
What is the art fights? Cheska Hans?
Hey, Cheska, how you doing?
Okay, I pronounced it right. Thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You got it, Avi. You got it. To be fair, I don't think anyone would blame you for like attempting to pronounce their name on Twitch for the first time and it being incorrect. So, God knows Ryan's had that with Anomaly. Photoshop.
I mean,
You're not wrong. Devin Scope. Thanks, Steven.
he chose a
I stopped
very
playing after
difficult
Gold
way
Silver,
of
then started
spelling.
playing Black and White. How's Ruby and Sapphire? So, technically speaking, the first... oh yeah, he gave me Septilite because I should have started with Septile, or Trico, God. And I meant as a nickname. Okay, so technically I had Red as my first Pokemon game, and then I had, like, the one I actively played a lot as a kid was the Stadium games on the N64, but Ruby and Sapphire were the first ones that I actually finished when I was younger. So it's been interesting going back and seeing, like, what they've done to it and how they've changed it. So Alpha Sapphire is... What the fuck was that? Alpha Sapphire is a lot easier than I remember Sapphire being. So, and part of it is probably just because I am an adult. I can play games better than I used to. But then, like... Oh, can you run into this place? Oh, it's Troyopus? Oh, okay. Bananamon. Okay.
Where you do
So,
battle by
it's interesting.
of seas. Ooh.
Just use Discharge. And no, not Slam.
So it's almost like, hey, draw my OCs in your style, sort of thing.
And look, it flies now. It does fly now, and I appreciate that.
It looks like a goddamn plane. we're coming in.
It's T-posing to a certain dominance.
That reminds me, someone like view enhance on like Shadow the Hedgehog opening, and apparently when you're overlooking the destruction, apparently he's T-posing. And I was like, that's how he asserted dominance over all this destruction.
No. I remember getting 151 Pokemon in Red Blue, and I want Nintendo to release the minigames of Pokemon Stadium on the eShop. I think that'd be so much fun, honestly. I would love that. Like, I would love that so much.
They're being hella
I also
stingy
had...
with their
God,
eShop releases.
what was the other... Pokemon Pinball I played a fuck ton, too. Specifically the Ruby Sapphire one. Like, I played that so much as a kid. God, I wonder where that cartridge went. Like, I loved that one so much. I really, honestly, Pokemon was always really good at, like, creating minigames. I fucking hate you right now, Nell, you said that, and I can't see it. What Treyup is T-posing for dominance? I am not sorry.
Aren't you gonna go down? Or
Yeah,
did you?
I realized I was going to, get rid of this Kecleon, and then I'll go to the Pokemon Center. So, because I already caught... Oh, it fled. Okay. I wasn't sure if I'd have to fight it or not. Okay.
Okay.
And I think Kakuna Metapod, did you say was the most simple, but the hardest to do perfectly? Yeah. That was the, you had to do the harden thing, right? Where you had to make them use harden, and you had to and a like rock would be thrown at you. God, it was really fun.
What are you guys talking
Chaos
about?
is my job, goddammit. Okay, so Pokemon, I'll pull it up for you later and show you after stream, but so Pokemon Stadium, like, had different parts to it, right? So you had the battling section where you had like a certain set amount of Pokemon that you could basically do a bunch of gyms and stuff with and get badges and stuff like that. And then it had mini games, and so because it almost had like a Mario Party-esque minigame system. One of them was, it was like called hardening, and basically, I think, and it was basically you would control either a Kakuna or a Metapod, and you would press the A button to make them use harden, and a rock would be thrown at you in a pattern. So you'd have to time it because you could only use harden for like a certain amount of time. So you had to like time it correct as the balls were like flying at you to make sure you didn't get knocked out, and whoever stood the longest would be the winner. So, oh, and if you beat the game, you could get another starter. Before Wi-Fi trading, that was a big deal. Yeah, that's true. Also, Pokemon Stadium cheats. Yeah, I do remember playing Pokemon Red on my Stadium because I had the external like cartridge thing that you would plug into your controller, and it basically gave it a slot for you to insert your Game Boy Color games. So I was able to play like Red on my TV, and I remember being so like amazed by that.
It is wild in how technology has changed over the years. Especially in our generation, it's like evolved so quickly.
Yep. Pokemon Stadium gave it a speed up function that was god tier. Yeah, that's true.
Ooh, I like it.
Also, Pokemon Stadium 2 was a lot of fun. So Pokemon Stadium was Kanto, Pokemon Stadium 2 was Johto. So they had like a lot more variety for mini games and stuff as well. It was the first game for the 3D Pokemon. Yeah, it was actually, because it was Nintendo 64. It's so funny how it must seem so quaint now. I mean, I still love the games. I have them in my room. So, like, I don't consider that a bad thing. I think they're still really well designed. Probably. Pixel Pokemon style is almost extinct now. That's true. That is true. Which is a shame because pixel art done right is absolutely beautiful.
Oh, I love that so much.
Although some of those mons were uncomfortably large. Yeah. Oh, Skarmory Head's sturdy. Oh, it got burned though. Sucks. But, whatchamacallit too. Like Haunter and Gengar, yeah. I mean, the thing is they kind of tried to actually scale them the way that they were supposed to. Because, like, when you look in the old, like, Pokemon.com and you look up a Pokemon, in the Pokedex, it'll show you, like, how, it'll show you, like, the size comparatively to what your average trainer is supposed to be. Heck, I remember even, the annoying announcer fondly. Yeah! Oh my god, that's true. And then you had to actually use, like, the directionals on the Nintendo 64 controller, in order to pick, like, your team. That was so fun. Now I want to play that game again.
I remember one of the stadiums, it's the one that had the dark Pokemon, whatever the fuck it was.
One that had dark Pokemon? What do you mean? Oh, you mean Pokemon Coliseum. The one that I streamed a little while ago.
Yeah. I remember I rented it from, back then I think was Hollywood Video, I want to say. And I could not understand what they wanted me to do in, like, the first 10 minutes. Like, I kept failing. So, I was like, I do not know English, so I'm just gonna return this.
Didn't you not?
I never got beyond that.
You learned English through, like, Spyro, didn't you?
I know, but there was, like, a certain amount of, like, that I was like, what does it want me to do? And I just could not understand it. I was like, fuck this.
Gotcha. I mean, to be fair, it's like that in games nowadays sometimes, too. Like, the directions just aren't clear. I mean, God knows that happened literally earlier today with me and Ryan. When I was playing Genshin, I missed the one section in the directions where it was like, what the fuck? How do I do this? And it was literally like just the smallest little bit of like, oh, you have to use this specific item in order to hit the targets. I'm like, God fucking damn it. I forgot to equip this thing. And I remember thinking Stadium 1 announcer was cursing whenever a crit happens.
Oh, damn.
Forget.
I don't remember nasty is not really spelled without a G.
Okay, do I get rid of Fake Out for Hydro Pump?
I don't think that was ever an issue.
I think so. Right?
Actually.
I'm gonna say yes, actually. Because I like Hydro
Because
Pump. I could always
it wasn't
find
necessarily spelling I ever had an issue with. It was mostly just like speaking it, and yeah, it was mainly
it's a crit,
speaking
sounds like holy
it.
shit. Okay, that makes sense.
Nasty Nork was in the first game.
Save.
Yeah, I think so.
You want to fight me? Thank you. I think this is the last guy I gotta fight. And I'll swing back to
I didn't actually have the first game. I had the
Not a
demo of the
Noblin.
first game. I owned the second and the third game. I remember that. And I just kept replaying the shit out of that demo. Demo disc number 8. I don't
You're
know
having
why.
fun with that, aren't you, Foxy?
Not a Noblin, not a nilf.
Blackout is so close. As soon as I get a Thunderstone and I hit level 50 and learn Thunder, I can evolve it. I'm so excited. What?
I wish I took Korean as a subject because I would be learning so much from Library Arena right now. Library Arena? Is that a game? I'm guessing?
Ah.
Oh my god, I'm getting slip.
It's a game from Korea I'm playing right now. Oh, interesting. What's it about? The text is in English, but the dialogue is Korean only. Okay.
Apparently the Korean alphabet's pretty easy to learn because it was meant to be learned feasibly.
It was like,
by everyone.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure when like Hangul was created, it was intended to be easily learned by everybody, which is why it's easy to pick up.
It's like, yeah, fuck the Chinese. We're not going by their system. We're doing this whole new thing.
Heraldess is evolving, Foxy.
Japanese too.
Are there certain words I would pick up if I was learning, like how I picked up stuff watching anime? Yeah, I feel that. Fuck yeah! There we go, we got the camera up.
I learned Yamero.
What level does Curlia evolve? Because I do not want Curlia to evolve. Let's see, Rock Slide is 75. Earth Power is 90.
Yeah, no. I
definitely take down.
know that.
Camera Up can also Mega Evolve. Oh, it can. Interesting. And level 30? What level are you?
What was
Me no likey. Okay. This, I was gonna say this is just, yep. Okay.
Don't forget you can just hit
So-
B to stop Evo. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I still need to go heal everybody though.
The only issue I ever have, well, Korea kind of has a similar problem, but not as bad as the Chinese. It's like I'm going to have a name for everyone in my life, whether they're older, younger, male, female, cousins.
Yeah, you mean like
sister,
a title,
mother,
basically, kind of.
teacher, parent,
But Library of Ruina
random
is the sequel
person that I know.
to Lobotomy Corporation. In the game, you're a fixer, sort of dirty jobs kind of guy, captured by an AI in charge of a library. That's interesting. Can you, like, send me a link to that, Chess? So I could, like, see what it's like? Because that sounds really cool, actually, like, concept-wise. Not Pokemon.
I wish I could be in charge of a library.
Yeah, it's sort of Magic's sci-fi library because it was built on the ruins of SCP-style energy plant you played in the first game. Huh. That sounds really cool. Honestly, I love games with, like, really interesting, like, concepts like that. Come on.
You know one weird, like, well, not weird, but it was, like, interesting game because I'm like, it's like Turnip Boy, like, running away
Turnip
from
Boy,
tax
yeah. I love that one so much.
You got me with the tax evasion. Hell yeah, fuck the IRS. Let's do this, bro.
You lure in people with an invitation saying they could get any book you want, but you become a library book. The peep shaped joke SCP will never get old. This way, this way. This way. That way. No. This way. My god. Okay. There we go. You start off as getting lowlifes like cannibals, but eventually you start doing more villainous stuff. Okay.
Hell.
Is it like you have to do that? Or is it like Vampire, where it's like you can choose to be more evil? Okay, Winona, listen. I'm just here to fight. Evil. Every villain is lemons? Winona's high.
How much hair gel do you use to get your hair like that? Hot damn. That's a lot of hairspray.
Swallow. You are going down.
Winona is high.
Yeah. I realized I was doing non-ironically villainous stuff when I sent an invitation to powerful people using their friends' books. Remains as a prize? What the fuck? No. You do not have a choice to do her bidding. Okay. Well then.
I like that.
Blackout. Thank you. Altaria. Nope. Keep battling. I always love listening to Gen 3 gym leaders' themes. Really?
Where does Cynthia come in? Is she in Diamond Pearl? Or is she in another gen?
That'll do it.
She the one after Gen 4.
I want to say Cynthia is in Diamond Pearl, yeah. The only saving grace is that the world you're in is so fucked up they could easily do the same to you if the circumstances were different. Okay. Pelipper. Keep battling.
You know one game that I would like to replay, because I actually don't remember much for whatever reason, probably because I like had to stop it and like pick it up like in very long like breaks, would probably be Chrono Trigger.
You know, I never actually played Chrono Trigger for all that I meant to.
I have it on the DS, and I had like for whatever reason the other day I was humming the song and I was like, what the fuck is this song? It's like I know it and I'm like aggressively humming it and I'm just like, I need to know this fucking song. And then it just like came to me at like just as I was about to sleep. I was like, Frog's March. It's fucking Frog's March from goddamn Chrono Trigger. And I was just like, I like put it on YouTube and I just started like fucking bopping while laying down like aggressively, and I was like, this was so good. So good.
I played Chrono Trigger as an adult and I loved it. Same with Super Metroid, definitely worth a play at least once. Okay.
Yes.
There are a lot of games like that that I still have yet to play. Like, I haven't played Hollow Knight, even though I probably should at some point. I haven't played Ori and the Blind Forest, even though I probably also should at some point. Like, there's a lot that I haven't managed to.
Love
I'm sorry, Chess. Did you do Did you try to post a link? Or did you accidentally put a period? Nope. Calm down. Don't glitch out on me now.
I tried getting into CC.
Also, my god, she was easy. This game was made so much easier and just terrifying.
So the name Lobotomy Corporation, I think it's Lobotomy Corporation Monster Management Simulation. Link to
Lobotomy Corp and Runo same page. Gotcha. Okay. It's probably just because I thought I turned that off. Maybe it didn't fully turn off. Maybe I turned it off on Twitch but not on Nightbot or something. Yeah, they severely nerfed the 6 and 7 gyms. Yeah. Honestly, it feels like they nerfed all the gyms a lot. Let's go heal everybody.
But yeah, but after I
Before Meadow is
remembered
half well known between my
Godford.
friends for being a Lobco guy. Gotcha. Okay, gang. Who should I give Fly to? Should I give it to... Probably my Crobat, realistically speaking. Why am I even asking? Because I don't know if I'll keep Swablu in my party.
Soft boy.
No one?
Or
What do you
girl.
mean, no one? Took me months to finish, and day 49 of Lobco makes me cry from how frustrating it was to complete. Oh, jeez. Fly. Because there's a reason for it? A reason for not giving anybody Fly, Foxy? Because I would like to go use it.
No one shall fly in these skies.
Like, I forgot to go get the fossils, so I wanted to go back and go get the fossils. And it's the one game where I named my characters after followers, so I ended up getting a lot of my friends killed. Oh no. I know Mooney does that with Darkest Dungeon. She gets me killed a lot, I think.
Oof.
Oh wait, that item doesn't come in until after beating Aqua Cavern. There you go. Yes.
Right.
Oh, no.
Rorik.
I'll put you with the Drunk Librarian.
Hi.
Hey, Rorik. Nice to see everyone is still alive. Nice. No.
Everyone's gonna stay alive.
My Nuzlocke has ended. I accidentally killed my Pikachu, which means it's just a normal Pokemon game now. So, in the final level, only Licentia survived out of a cast of around 60. Holy shit, Chess. That's insane.
She
Oof,
lives.
yeah. It was my one rule, is if I lost Blackout, that it would become a normal game, or I would stop the Nuzlocke entirely. And I lost Blackout, which means that it's just a normal Pokemon game now. Which is fine. It's like, I could always try another Nuzlocke another time. You know? Oh wait, I wanted to use fucking Fly. Bag. Fly. Use. Oh wait, no. I meant Pokemon. Okay, use a move. Fly. There we go. Okay, I need to go to...
Stay awake.
We can get a Cacnea. We can get a Cacnea. True, that seems really hard regardless. This game, I'll feel like I'll probably wind up doing it with either this one or with, whatchamacallit, either with this one or with Ruby, because these ones seem much easier. Is it Fall Arbor?
Enough of how much I love Rina Lobco, even though it hurts me like a horrible sibling.
Oh, yeah, actually, I can go from here, because I can jump down the cliffside.
Amulet
Also, you can get the
coin
amulet
from
coin from Mother? Okay. I still like Sun and Moon better for the ride pagers. You can fly to the desert, by the way. What? I mean, granted, I haven't jumped down here, so I have to get this. Like, straight to it. That's so dumb. I mean, I am right by it, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. But, like, that is so dumb. Okay. I put on the go-go goggles. I can also ride my bike here, apparently. Get out of here. Stardust. You say this now. Not bag. I meant Pokemon. I need to swap. Actually... Yeah, actually swap, because I don't think, God damn. I don't think Thunder Wave is actually going to work on any of the ground Pokemon here.
I just completely lost the plot in my own mind. What the hell just happened?
I feel like
Where
that
are
happens a lot with you. Okay.
Why are you in a desert? When the hell did that happen? Why is there a desert in the middle of the island?
Did you just completely, like, miss all of what I've been doing just now? I went back to the desert because I realized I forgot to get the fossils. Also, Baltoy? Okay, that's what that was.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm also want to get Tri-Pinch.
Yeah, I like completely just like don't know what happened, but just
Baltoy.
if I were to do a Nuzlocke, it would be with a generation I
There we
skipped.
go.
So I guess like
Found a
this
claw
game,
fossil.
don't want to be too
Okay.
attached.
Okay, so Claw Fossil is Claw Fossil and Root. Okay, Root is Cradily and Claw is Anorith. So I'm gonna take Claw. Yep. Baltoy, please fuck off. If I were doing this, it would be. Okay. That's fair. I mean, the thing is like, you could always do the game again. Or you could just do the box with the dead Pokemon, so, like, you could just play the game as normal after the Nuzlocke is done, you know? Okay. Claw is Armaldo, Root is Cradily, yeah. Well, Anorith is the baby form. Baltoy, shut up. Who are you?
How's
You're
your
not
cider?
looking at me, so I care all of a sudden. Huh. How's my cider? It's good. It's just reds. So, it's nothing too fancy. See?
Redeem this.
I stand and stretch, thanks. Is Baltoy the weird clacky sound? Yeah.
Damn, that is some sideburn. Hello?
Thank you, Avi.
Oh. You advertised Ryder to one of the required people to get both by mutton chops. Sorry, that's
Oh, really? Okay.
It's totally not biased.
Gee,
I know
you
my
think?
dad tried to grow out like a full beard, but like he has unfortunately patchy growth, so it's like really weird. It's like, honey, just shaved all that off. But then he accidentally made the Hitler mustache, and I was like, shave that off. And then he just made it thin, boxed, and I was just
Oh, you're
like,
poor dead. Yep, the next one is on Cycling Road, and I do not remember where the third one is. Okay. No big deal. Also, why did that not work? I wasn't paying attention, so I missed why it didn't work. Okay, there we go. Macho fainted. Heraldess is level 34. Yusuke is level 30, which means I'm gonna have to stop it. Forget. Heal Pulse. I gotta check something really quick.
oh, it's the third one on Cycling Road.
Curlia and Cerebi. So I forgot what level it learns this at. Okay, so it learns Psycho Cut at 42, so I have some time.
What are
Okay.
the boots with the fur?
Okay.
What are the boots with
No, 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 no. Stop. Yes, don't evolve. Regardless, you need to switch to the acro bike for the next one. Yeah. I really wish I had an Everstone right now. You realize Golly learns Psycho Cut at 20? Since when? Also, how would Gallade learn Psycho Cut at 20? When it revolves to Curlia at level 20. It just said 32. Unless I'm wrong and I was looking at the wrong game, which could also be the truth. Because that's, oh wait, that's Sword and Shield. Motherfucker, is it really?
I love how I
which
looked
dex
up
would it be under? Would it
what
be under this
are
one?
the boots with the fur?
That's
And
Diamond
it just
Pearl. Black White. Omega Ruby. No, it's 36. It's 36. I have some time. Golly learned Psycho Cut at 36. Because it would make no sense if it was 20. If it was like 22 or something, I'd be like, oh shit, really? But no. It doesn't learn it until then. Save.
Oh my god, these boots look disgusting. What the fuck? Why are they
Okay, I wanted a
$123?
tri-pinch. That was not a tri-pinch. What are you? Come here.
How are you able to bike in a desert?
How am I able to bike in the desert?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Really? I don't know, to be honest. Boots look weird on a bike, at least to me. Yeah.
I was
Okay.
just remembering that
Oh,
one
fuck.
song, like the boots with the fur, the fur.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Flow Rider.
what are the boots with the fur? And I'm like, it's not Uggs. And I was like, what? I looked up what are boots with the fur.
Yeah, Uggs. It could
But
be,
Uggs
anyway.
don't have fur.
Yeah, they do. It's on the inside. Have you never had an Ugg before? Like an Ugg
No.
boot? Did you never go through that phase? As a wee
I
youngin'?
was too poor to have phases.
Fair enough. Run. Ow! Oh yeah, that's right. This is trainer battle. Status restore.
So. And I looked it up on the first thing that came up was Urban Dictionary, and you know what the fucking definition, the top definition was?
What?
They are the boots with the fur. And I was like, God fucking damn it, Urban. And then I gave, what was the, where is it? It says,
No.
boots with fur on them, and then the like the in slanted italics or whatever, it's like, these people trying to define boots with the fur are dumb. In quotations, she was wearing boots with the fur.
If I was level 29.
The second definition is boots containing fur material typically accessorizing the top of the boot or integrated with the external fabric panels.
You're getting very intense
Example.
with this.
She had apple bottom jeans and boot with the fur.
I swear to God.
Example 3. In
Okay.
capital letters
I am-
with the fur.
I don't like doing this, but I'm actually gonna swap Yusuke out. Switch. Or no, sorry. Use a move. Fly.
Example. Boots with the fur.
I'm
The
gonna
whole club
swap
was
Yusuke out for the
literally
time
on
being
her.
because I don't want to accidentally over level him. Because I want Psycho Cut. So he's gonna go into my PC for now. Who should I swap out for now? Yu Yu Hakusho, that brings me back. Oh yeah. Favorite anime of all time.
Spirit time. I was not allowed phases.
Maybe
They
for
are
now I'll
Andy.
do Kecleon. Okay, you stay over here. I'll take Kecleon with me for the moment.
What does it mean I was not allowed phases?
Okay.
I think it was
okay.
absolutely hilarious that, like, I had big chonkers. I had big
Kecleon.
children. And then my mom was like, why don't you wear nice clothes? As in, like, clothes that would show off the figure I had. And I was like, ew, disgusting. And she was like, you look so pretty. And it's like, you can see my boobs. And she was like, yes. And I was like, no. So it's like, if I looked like a grandmother, that was my decision.
Actually, wait, do I need to get the other bike to continue? You think your fave was the Dark Tournament? Yeah. I mean, it was a good section of the show. So, or the manga, depending.
Which tournament?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Wasn't there multiple tournaments though? Or am I
Yeah.
just crazy?
There were two. There were two main ones.
Okay.
So the Dark
I'm not-
Tournament was the main tournament that you're probably thinking of with the Togoro brothers. No, you need the mock. Okay, so I'm fine then. It's not really involved in plot, but I liked how there was always a nice B-plot going on. Yeah. I wish, though, that Togashi had been able to do his original intention instead of the second tournament. So, also, like, there are just some iconic kind of, like, scenes in it. I probably have to fight you. Come here. Yes, I do have moves that can strike flying Pokemon. Birdkeeper Collins. There was also Genkai's tournament. That's true. I guess that is a tournament, too.
All the tournaments.
MC is the lightning. Thunderbolt.
What
What was Togashi's original intention? So he wanted to have kind of a war in the Makai world instead of like a tournament with the kings. So he was being pressured by his editor, but also he was having some issues with his health. So because of that, it got changed, and it got changed into a tournament instead of like an actual drawn-on political thing that he wanted to make it into. So, yeah. Which I think would have been really interesting to see play out, honestly.
Hasn't it
Which
been
is
900
also
days since Hunter x Hunter?
I was about to say, it's also why Hunter rarely updates, is because, like, I'm pretty sure that was one of his main stipulations, is that I want to write what I want to write, and I want to update when I want to update, considering how hard he was pushed with Yu Yu Hakusho. Well, let's see, first round was getting their feet wet, second one they didn't want to kill their opponents, third one where they had rules against them. Yeah.
How long is 900 days? That's 3 years.
Yeah, probably. It's been a
Close
hot
to
minute
3
since
years.
Hunter x Hunter's been updated.
Parasol lady.
Bless me.
So fashionable.
Who's the main character of Hakusho again? Yusuke. So that's what I named Curlia after. Yusuke Urameshi. Fourth, they were just showing off Genkai while Yusuke was taking that ball into his body. Yeah. Ah. Yeah. But my favorite is Hiei, though, because I am trash. So. I remember being a wee middle schooler and getting upset that I got taller than Hiei. Because bitch be short as fuck. He was like, he did admittedly grow. Start of the series, he was like 4'8". End of the series, he was like 5'2". And I am still taller than him.
I think my favorite character as a kid was, what was his name? Kurama, I think?
Pretty pink hair?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Kurama.
And as I grew older...
Yusuke is a lightning
Kurama.
flame, so you named Ralts Yusuke is fucking hilarious. Is Yusuke lightning flame, though? Because technically speaking, like, in terms of, like, character plot, he would wind up being Sky, if you're gonna go that route, Foxy. Milotic. Thunder. Kurama was pretty cool. Yeah. If anything, lightning would be Kuwabara. Beginning of the series. Kuwabara.
Yeah, he is now my favorite.
And Hiei was both a badass and a little shit. Exactly why I loved him. And also why I have a figure of him. Like, he is fantastic. And to this day, I love him best.
An
Spirit sword.
efficient gremlin.
Hiei's a fucking cloud. Absolutely. He definitely is. Acrobatics instead of wing attack, probably? 55... 60. Oh.
The Kurama I liked because he was pretty and cool. And as I grew older...
Kurama would either be probably rain or mist. So... Foxy's referring to KHR flame types, by the way. Avi.
Oh.
Do you remember what those are, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm getting sleepy, but I remember.
You're getting sleepy? That's okay, because as soon as I get to, like, the next part of the plot, we're gonna call it good. I want to say mist because thief, but, like, in terms of what he actually does in the plot, like, and for the other characters, rain, but, like, as far as actual nature, like, the fact that he's hiding himself from the entire human world and his mother, mist. So, rainy mist. What? Kecleon? Kecleon. I don't care, though. Let's see.
Pretty boy.
Don't need to go that way.
Avi is a rain.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Rain is very tranquil. You calm down people.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't typically fight with people. Usually I'm just there.
Agaveberry. But there was a death
Fuck
battle between
Sasuke.
Hiei and Sasuke, and it only brought out how Hiei was legitimately cool because he could be chill, level-headed. Fuck Sasuke. Agreed. Agreed. When I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I love Sasuke. And now that I've grown up, I'm like, wow, fuck Sasuke. He's a little bitch. So,
Are we talking
oh, yeah, I
Naruto
forgot the
here?
water reflected the night sky. Yeah. Randomly talking Naruto. It is very pretty. I wish it was a little more high-res, but it was originally on the Game Boy, or the 3DS, so.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I don't remember what Pokemon that is.
Yeah.
Let's see. Keep going
Oh.
this way. It's so pretty. I'm avoiding some people just because I want to get to the next town. We're 121
Kurama versus Tenzo. Go.
versus Tenzo. Karama.
When I used to hang out on a One Piece forum, it was a pastime to mock how bad Naruto got.
Really? Aw. So much Ninja Jesus versus Angsty Bitch. I mean, you're not wrong. Okay. Here I am.
I
Mount
think
Pyre.
there's a portion of writing that it's like there
I'm
was
probably gonna have to,
great
like, save and
potential for Naruto to be great,
Oh, wandering Pokemon Center employee? Thanks.
and then it just wasn't.
Okay. So we're gonna save right here. And then
Tenzo
call
has
it good
more
for the night.
Pokemon, which is why I pit him against Kurama.
Yeah. Tenzo is the one that was created
And
from the experiments of,
Really.
I think Orochimaru experimenting with Hashirama cells, if I'm not mistaken. Which I probably am not, because I know way too much Naruto. So, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And let's see, is she going to be on for a while longer? I think she is, so I'm very excited about that. So I'm going to do this. Or we're going to go raid Tisha, because she's adorable and fantastic.
Nah.
So, thanks for hanging out.
Ooh.
I'll catch you guys on Sunday with Ryan, hopefully. So,
Night night.
thanks for chatting. Bye-bye.